1 ball and 1 strike.
You know, Pierce, I believe their number 1 or their number 2 pitcher, they're coming back with tonight.
Pierce comes in. That one swung on by Hamilton and fouled away, and it's 1-2. And there's a couple of different ways if you're Salem Hills. In a sense, Maple Mountain having played all week, you can look at that as a negative. The idea if you're the Golden Eagles where, okay, we're deeper in our pitching staff, they're going back to Tyson Ellis. Or you can look at it on the flip side, hey, we've been playing all week, we're sharp, we're playing probably some of our best baseball of the season.
Exactly.
Hamilton swings through it and comes up empty for the first out of the ball game. Colton Hamilton down on strikes. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup for the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles tonight.
Leading it off again was Hamilton, coming to number 20, Kate Bolton, followed by the center fielder, number 3, Jaron Hall. In the 4th spot will be the catcher, number 5, Jake Moffey. In the 5th spot is the first baseman, number 23, Mitch Holmes. As that first pitch by Bolton is fouled back to the screen for strike 1. In the 6th spot will be the right fielder, number 27, Andrew Wickson. Batting 7th is the third baseman, number 22, Sam Moore. Again, Tyson Ellis gets the ball tonight, and he'll be in the number 8 spot. And rounding out the top 9 will be the left fielder, number 11, Cannon Miner. So an 0-2 count to Bolton.
As Polson will step back in the box, down in the count 0-2. Pierce sets, kicks, and comes home, and Polson swings through it. Foul tipped in the glove for strike out number 2 of the ball game for Pierce, and there's 2 outs here in the first inning.
Center fielder number 3, Jaron Hall.
So with 2 outs, center fielder Jaron Hall will come to the plate. Hall having a pretty good game yesterday in the win against Mountain Crest and the win over Timpanogos. As Hall swings that one, hits it fairly well out in the left field. War coming in, he's not going to get there for a base hit. Hall makes the turnaround first, he's heading for 2, the throw beat him, and Hall will be gunned down trying to get it to second base. On the throw from War, Hall really didn't have any reason to try that there, but War makes the nice throw, and the first inning comes to an end. So the Golden Eagles do get a hit. Jaron Hall cut down on the throw to the outfield at the end of 1/2 from Britt Brown Ballpark. No score with the Salem Hills Skyhawks coming to bat after the break on Spanish Fork 17.
After 1/2 inning of play, Maple Mountain nothing. Salem Hills coming to bat.
Hey.
Free radical production caused by oxidative stress. It's an issue that leads to a host of human health conditions. Just as a lead pipe left out in the rain over time will oxidize or rust, we human beings are aging and rusting because of free radicals. Free radicals attack cells, proteins in cells, lipids and membranes, and even DNA. In fact, DNA is attacked very early in the process.
Engage Global. Abundance in health, abundance in life.
So as we get ready to come here to back to Britt Brown Ballpark here for the bottom of the first inning, the lineup for Salem Hills tonight, leading it off will be the catcher, number 25, Sam Callister, followed by the center fielder, number 15, Cooper Smith. In the 3rd spot will be the shortstop, number 3, Easton Callan. In the 4th spot will be the right fielder, number 11, Tanner Hamlin. Batting 5th will be the first baseman, number 21, Colton Lundell. Batting 6th will be the third baseman, number 1, Jesse Rowley. Batting 7th will be the designated hitter, number 24, Lakota Centeno. And batting 8th will be the left fielder, number 27, Jake War. And batting 9th will be the second baseman, number 6, Ty Bennett. Again on the mound for the Skyhawks will be number 10, Riley Pierce.
So we're just about set, ready to go for the bottom of the first inning. Thank you for joining us tonight on Spanish Fork 17, also on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. The winner gets a date tomorrow at 1:30 with the Spanish Fork Dons in the state championship game as catcher Sam Callister will step in and lead it off for Salem Hills against the right-hander Tyson Ellis. Ellis ready to go, winds and delivers. The first pitch over for a ball, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Ellis coming off that good start on Monday against Skyview. The 1-0 pitch coming home. That ball swung on by Callister and tagged to center field. Jaron Hall going back. He's going to get under it though and make the catch, but the 1 step to spare before hitting the warning track for the first out of the first inning.
Center fielder, number 15, Cooper Smith.
So that brings up Cooper Smith. Smith had a good ball game for Salem Hills and the Skyhawks. As offensively, Salem Hills had a really good first game against Spanish Fork, and they'll face a little bit different starting pitcher in Tyson Ellis tonight than they saw maybe in that first game of the day. Maple Mountain in the home or the visiting gray uniforms as the first pitch comes over for a called strike, and it's 0-1 at the knees of Cooper Smith. The Skyhawks wearing the dark blue tops and the powder blue pants. Be no balls and a strike to count here as Tyson Ellis sets on the mound, kicks and delivers home. And that pitch swung on and tapped right back to Ellis. He'll field it cleanly, his throw to first in time. There's quickly 2 away.
The shortstop, number 3, Easton Talon.
So with 2 outs, Easton Talon will come up. Talon pitched that first game against Spanish Fork and gave up some runs and some hits, but really kept the Skyhawks in the ball game, especially after giving up 3 runs back in the first inning. Ellis ready to go on the mound. He will kick and deliver the first pitch. That one swung on, bounced up the middle and into center field for a base hit. And Talon is aboard here with 2 outs in the first inning. The first hit of the game for the Skyhawks of Salem Hills.
Right fielder, number 11, Tanner Hamlin.
So with 2 outs, Tanner Hamlin, the right fielder, stands in. Hamlin had a ball he hit in that first game against Spanish Fork. It was just a rocket down the right field line that went all the way into the corner. Brought home a couple of runs early on for the Skyhawks. First pitch is over for a called strike on the outside corner. No balls and a strike on Hamlin. 2 away, bottom of the first inning, no score between Maple Mountain and Salem Hills. Pitch comes in and that one misses low for a ball, 1-1. One ball and 1 strike to count. Tyson Ellis here working from the stretch. Looks in, gets the sign, and the pitch coming home. That one misses low for a ball, and it's 2 balls and a strike here on Hamlin. Runner gets his lead over at first base, Easton Talon. Ellis ready to go here, looks over his shoulder at Talon at first. And comes home with it. That pitch swung on, grounded to second. Hamilton's there. He'll go the short way to Poulsen. And the first inning ends here at Brent Brown Ballpark. Both pitchers settle in well. They each give up a hit, but no score at the end of 1 from Brent Brown Ballpark at the 2015 Class 4A State Baseball Tournament here on Spanish Fork 17, KSL.com, and DeseretNews.com.
Salem Hills, the bottom of the first.
Hey, we're all done. How do you feel?
Gunderson Dental wants you to be as comfortable as possible for your dental visit. We offer oral sedation so you can relax the whole time. Get more work done without discomfort. Don't endure another minute. Schedule your appointment today. Dental work never needs to scare you again at Gunderson Dental in Payson.
Auto, home, commercial, and so much more.
Tim of American Family Insurance has been good to us,
protecting our business and making sure our claim went through rapidly.
My business is about helping people. I've discovered that my insurance agent, Tim Shanto, is all about doing the same thing, and I like that.
American Family Insurance is rated #1 in new policy purchase experience.
Let my family help your family. Save money on your insurance needs.
American Family Insurance.
But he went to second and got tagged out going to second.
Leading off from Maple Mountain is the catcher, number 5, Jake Moffey.
So as we come back to action here for the top of the second, leading it off for the Golden Eagles will be the number 4 hitter, the catcher, Jake Moffey.
So Maffey stands in, first pitch, he swings through it, took a big cut there and came up empty, no balls and a strike. So left-hander Riley Pierce goes back to work. It will be Maffey, Holmes, and Wickson coming up as that one low and away for a ball, low and inside, and evens the count up at one ball and one strike. Kicks and comes home. Maffey makes contact and fouls it straight, kind of just right of home plate. It'll be 1-2. Skyhawks and the Golden Eagles, winner to the state championship game. Team that loses, their season comes to an end tonight. The 1-2 pitch, Pierce ready to go, winds, kicks, and delivers as Maffey lays off that one, and the count evens up at 2-2. Good plate discipline there to lay off that breaking ball. The 2-2 pitch comes home. That one swung on skied high in the infield, and that one's going to hit right off the roof, I think. Nope, it's not going to after all. Thought that was going to hit.
I was waiting for it.
So Jake Maffey able to stay in and fight for his at-bat here. The 2-2 pitch about to come home. Pierce kicks and comes home, and that one swung on, grounded. Diving stop made by Rowley. Gets to his feet. The throw, though, offline and past Lundell at first base. Maffey makes the turn. He'll go into second, and he'll be there standing. So Maple Mountain gets their first base runner in scoring position. They're going to give Maffey a hit and then an error on the throw.
Playing first base, number 23, Mitch Holmes.
So they must have said there that Maffey beats that out either way, and that's would have been a close play for sure.
It would have been a close play, even if Lundell would scoop that up. Maffey pretty quick on the bases right there.
Nobody out for first baseman Mitch Holmes as Maffey gets his lead. Set, ready to go is Pierce. Holmes stands in, and he'll square around, show bunt. He lays it right back to Pierce, though. Pierce will look the runner back and make the throw to first for the first out of the inning. Not the bunt there head coach Gary Miner was looking for.
Right fielder number 27, Andrew Wickson.
So Andrew Wickson, the right fielder, will come to the plate. Wickson on the day will stand in for that first at-bat. With one out, looking to try to bring home Jake Maffey. Wickson hit a home run earlier this week here at Brett Brown Ballpark. And the 0-1 pitch coming in, or the first pitch, misses low and inside for a ball, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. That home run was relatively impressive that he hit because it went to one of the deeper parts of the park, just to the right of the scoreboard. And it sits off in right center field. The 1-0 pitch on its way home. That one swung on and grounded softly to second. Charging is Bennett. He's going to have to hurry the throw, and he didn't get him.
Not in time.
And Maple Mountain showing the speed, and just kind of similar to a couple of hits that Spanish Fork got, where just these little infield hits they were able to outrun. As we'll see there on the Car Guys instant replay, just a slowly hit ground ball, and Bennett did a good job to charge it as quickly as he could, playing deep in the hole. So now an opportunity for the Golden Eagles, needing to drive in that run with less than 2 outs, and the first pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. Sacrifice fly would work here to get Maffey home. And it would be well to give Tyson Ellis an early lead. 1 ball and no strikes to count. The left-hander sets, kicks, and comes home. And that pitch gets over for a called strike, and the count evens up now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Wickson over at first. It's Jake Maffey running at third. 1 away, top of the second inning. The kick and the delivery comes. That one swung on, grounded to second. This could be 2. They go to short for 1. The relay to first in time, and they turn it. Maffey won't score, and the double play ends the inning. A 4-6-3 double play ends the inning here at Brett Brown Ballpark. And the Golden Eagles strand Maffey 90 feet from scoring at the end of 1.5 from Brett Brown Ballpark. Maple Mountain and Salem Hills tied at 0 here at the 2015 Class 4A State Baseball Tournament.
Auto, home, home, commercial, and so much more.
Tim of American Family Insurance has been good to us.
Protecting our business and making sure our claim went through rapidly.
My business is about helping people. I've discovered that my insurance agent, Tim Shanto, is all about doing the same thing, and I like that.
American Family Insurance is rated #1 in new policy purchase experience.
Let my family help your family. Save money on your insurance needs.
American Family Insurance.
My name is Karma Karsten, the owner of Maple Creek Home Health and Hospice. Maple Creek provides care for those facing a life-limiting illness in the comfort of their own home.
Karma is a jewel. She was there on the floor with me when I went out, and she's got some very fine nurses. And I love them, all of them.
Maple Creek offers free consultation to anyone who may be facing a life-limiting illness.
Again, as we come back, we want to thank Spanish Fort 17 for bringing you the coverage of tonight's high school baseball action. We also want to thank our key sponsors of tonight's ball game. That's the Car Guys. You can find them at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork, or give them a call, 794-0077. Again, we thank them for their instant replay, as they've been there for us all year long.
So the Skyhawks come up here in the bottom of the second inning. Colton Lundell, Jesse Rowley, and Lakota Centino going to come up here. 4, 5, 6, and 7 coming up here against Tyson Ellis. Ellis, a relatively quick, easy first inning. Did give up the one hit, but other than that, was able to retire the side pretty quickly. Ellis ready to go on the mound. He kicks and delivers the first pitch. It's swung on, and that ball's hit to center field. Hall coming in. He's going to dive. Did he hold on? Yes, he did, for the first out of the second. Hall with a state championship-like play there as he came sprinting in, just fully extends and comes up with the baseball.
Yeah, nice job there by Jaron. Great athlete, and he shows his athletic ability right there as he's able to just go, dive, and get that mid under there and make the diving catch.
So with one out, Jesse Rowley stands in, and Rowley had, I believe, 3 hits in that first ball game of the day. At least I know he was on at least 3 times for Salem Hills. Had a very successful first game, and the first pitch breaking ball comes in there at the knees for a called strike, and it's 0-1.
Good pitch right there by Ellis. It's just on the inside corner, right at the knees. Great spot right there.
No balls and 1 strike to count. Tyson Ellis, the right-hander, getting ready to go, kicks and delivers. Another breaking ball. Rowley hits that one well to center field, but right at Jaron Hall, who will run under it for the second out of the inning. Salem Hills is getting the good part of the bat on the ball, but they're just hitting them right at people.
Yeah, they are. And again, the one thing you like, if you're Maple Mountain, you got them 1-2 so far, and you want quick innings, try and give yourself a chance.
Centino stands in. He takes the first pitch away for a ball, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Maple Mountain and Salem Hills winner to the state championship game. The 1-0 pitch misses low on away ball 2, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Some Spanish Fork Dawn sitting up just below the press box at Brent Brown Ballpark, hanging out, waiting to see who they're going to play tomorrow afternoon at 1:30. The 4A state championship first game will be played after the 5A state championship, that one on the corner. Bingham and Pleasant Grove play for the 5A state championship. That one you can see streamed on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com starting at 11 a.m. The 3-0 pitch coming home, and Centino takes that one right down Broadway for a called strike, and it's 3-1. Potentially could be a late day if the teams from the 1-loss bracket win. We have to play game 2 tomorrow.
Yeah, there's always that if game, and that could make it for an interesting day as Centeno gets in there with a walk with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second.
So with 2 outs, Jake War will come to the plate. War started the first game in left field, and tonight's not a night I'd want to be an outfielder with the way that wind is swirling around the ballpark. Before the game, I checked my phone, said it was like 12 miles an hour.
I
think it's a little bit more than that.
And the pitch comes inside for a ball, 1-0.
And we've seen that in the first game a little bit from both Salem Hills and Spanish Fork, the way the outfielders were playing and adjusting to those hits too.
Infield up the middle, Polson and Hamilton head back into double play depth. Tyson Ellis, the right-hander, set on the mound, and he comes home with a nice breaking ball. It sits right on the outside corner. Two outs here in the bottom of the second inning. No score. Maple Mountain and Salem Hills. Region 8 rivals. Salem Hills winning Region 8 this year. Maple Mountain finishing third behind Spanish Fork. 1-1 pitch. Fastball stays right above the head high there, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Nonetheless, though, it doesn't really matter who won those regular season matchups, as it matters who wins in the important game.
That's right.
2-1 pitch. Ellis comes in. Breaking ball sits right down the middle, and that one just froze war. Similarly to the breaking ball that Talon threw against Spanish Fork in the first game. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. Centeno gets his lead over at first. Ellis working here, has that ball right behind his back. Now comes set on the hill. The 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, swung on and missed, and they're gonna say it got away, and nope, they're gonna say it went down on strikes. So the second inning comes to an end. Tyson Ellis gets his first strikeout of the ball game. The walk to Centeno doesn't hurt the Golden Eagles at the end of 2 from Brent Brown Ballpark. It's Maple Mountain and Salem Hills tied at 0 here on the Spanish Fork Community Network, KSL.com and DeseretNews.com.
Hey, do you know someone who needs cheering up? This design is a cheerful arrangement of hot pink carnations, lime green spider mums, pink alstroemeria, and purple accent flowers with a mixed green base. This is a cheerful arrangement for any occasion. This design is a topiary of alstroemeria in orange and yellow with cute Gerbera daisies and a mixed green base.
Carrie's Designs Floral is located at 245 South Main in Spanish Fork.
Life, Medicare, and health insurance can certainly be a confusing mess. At the Health Insurance Center, we will help you understand your options and provide for you the highest quality plans available, along with some of the lowest rates in the state. We want to create long-lasting relationships, so you will always know the best options for your changing health care needs. Contact John at 801-400-6473 or visit our website for more information.
Top of the third inning starting here at Brent Brown Ballpark in the 4A State Baseball Semifinals. The winner of this one heads to the state championship game, and Tyson Ellis stands in and swings through the first pitch, which was a fastball, and it's 0-1. Ellis was trying to square that one up, but just behind it. No balls and a strike. The kick and the delivery comes home. That one high for a ball, and the count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Tyson Ellis, Cannon Minor, Colton Hamilton, 8-9-1 here in the third. As Ellis again swings through the fastball, Riley Pierce. This could be a pitcher's duel the way it's looking right now.
Yeah, it really could.
The 1-2 pitch right on the outside corner, called strike 3, and that's the third strikeout of the evening here for Riley Pierce. And there's one out in the third for Cannon Minor. And this would be just the situation Cannon Minor might look to maybe lay a bunt down here and use his wheels.
Yeah, I'm looking over at third base at Rowley to see where he's playing about even with the bag, but you still might see Cannon try put one down right here with his speed.
The 1-0 pitch, the wind and the delivery comes, and that one's high. Minor doing a good job there of holding up, and it's 2 balls and no strikes to count here on Cannon Minor. Pierce ready to go, kicks, comes home. That one right in there for a called strike, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Quickly ready to go, the 2-1 pitch in there for a called strike, and it's 2-2. Pierce very much just stays on the mound, gets the baseball, and throws again.
Yeah, he's ready to go.
2-2 pitch, called strike 3, number 4 on the evening. That one looking, and there's 2 outs here in the third. And back to the top of the lineup in Colton Hamilton. And if you're Maple Mountain, if you want to win this ball game, you're going to have to get that bat off your shoulder.
Yep, you got to start swinging the bat and putting the ball in play, and you got to try and get some base runners.
2 outs here, and the wind and the delivery coming home to Hamilton. Misses low and inside for a ball, and it's 1-0. Hamilton went down swinging back in the first inning. Pierce ready to go. The left-hander looks in, gets the sign from Callister, and comes home. Hamilton makes contact and fouls it away. Maple Mountain's just been behind on that fastball just enough to, at times tonight. How do you get ahead of that? Do you just have to start swinging early, or?
Yeah, you just have to be quick with the bat.
1-1 pitch coming home, and Hamilton takes that one low and inside for ball 2, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Maple Mountain does have 3 hits in the ball game. Salem Hills only with the 1. The 2-1 pitch, that one comes inside and hits Colton Hamilton. So 2 outs, and Hamilton will reach here in the 3rd.
The shortstop, number 20, Cade Polson.
And now bring up Cade Polson. Polson went down swinging back in the 1st. Colton Hamilton there with a smile on his face, finding his way on base, is make sure everything's okay, and he'll head back to 1st. 2 gone here in the top of the 3rd. Polson 0 for 1. He went down on strikes. Now, Riley Pierce does throw a lot of first pitch fastballs, so for a hitter like Polson, that might actually favor the hitter.
And again, the other thing you got to watch for right here with Pierce, being the left-hander, he does have a pretty decent move over at first base, and so if you're Hamilton, you don't want to get off too far. You want to make sure you watch that kick.
Polson there took a big cut and just missed it. It's no balls and a strike. One of these days, he's going to swing through that and make contact. He's going to send the ball a long way.
Yeah, he was looking way deep to take that one.
Ready to go from the stretch. Pierce checks first, comes home. That one blocked in the dirt. The snap throw down to first. Hamilton's back standing. Colton Hamilton got hit by a pitch with 2 away. That's how he got on. Cade Polson at the plate with a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Pierce takes a look over to first, kicks and comes home. That one high with the fastball, and it's 2 balls and a strike. As you see head coach Gary Miner down there, maybe a little frustrated in a sense with maybe Colton Hamilton or something missed a sign. He's got some energy tonight. 2-1 pitch, misses high ball 3, and the count runs full 3-1. So a very good hitter's count here for Cade Polson.
Yeah, Cade just needs to sit back and make sure that it's a strike and put the ball in play right here. As with that 2 out, you'll probably see him hit sign right here.
Cooper Smith playing towards right center. As that one comes in, called strike as Cade Polson started heading down to first. That one was right there. I mean, it was right there on the corner.
Yep.
We've seen him call it a couple of times already. So now Colton Hamilton will be on the move here, 3-2. We'll see if Pierce throws over just to make sure Hamilton has to stay close. 3-2 pitch. Pierce comes home. Hamilton takes off. That one gets all the way to the backstop. Hamilton starts going hard. He's heading for 3rd, and he should get there. Callister's throw on the money, but not in time, and Hamilton gets down to 3rd. That becomes a live ball once it gets past the catcher. And now another opportunity for Maple Mountain. You have to get the run home at this point, I think, if you're the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, you definitely, you know, you're not going to have those opportunities every time. Again, they've had a runners on and haven't been able to get them in. And like I say, this one's going to be a tight ball game. And so you got to make every opportunity count right here.
Jaron Hall did have a single back in the 1st inning, but he tried to stretch that single into a double, and then he got thrown out on a good throw from Jake Warp. So Hall will look to try to bring home Colton Hamilton, who's over at 3rd, and the first pitch on its way. Hall takes that one low for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. I like the approach to hitting Maple Mountains. Taking some pitches, they're waiting for that pitch to come around to the strike zone. The 1-0 pitch on its way. Hall takes that one right on the outside corner. It's 1-1. Colton Hamilton running over there at third base. If that ball gets past Callister, you can probably bet Hamilton's heading home. The 1-1 pitch about to come. Pierce kicks and comes home. That pitch fouled back by Hall as Cade Polson was off on contact there with the two outs. Top of the third inning, 2 outs here as we approach about 5 to 8 here in the city of Orem tonight. The 1-2 pitch, that one blocked in the dirt by Callister, and a very good block there to keep that run from scoring.
Yeah, nice job there by Callister, able to keep the ball in front. The runners hold.
Cooper Smith playing again, shaded more towards right center. There's a huge gap out there in left center field. The 2-2 pitch coming home. That one swung on, popped up on the infield, giving it a look, and it is going to go foul into about the 5th row of seats there. Lundell gave it a look. Callister came running over, but in the end, that will become a 10-second souvenir.
Yep. In with a 2-2 count right here, 2 outs. Runners will kind of be off on the pitch a little bit, but Jaron Hall got to help his team, help his cause, and put the ball into play right here.
Pierce set on the mound, ready to go, checks the runner and will throw over, and back standing is Cade Polson. There seems to be maybe an idea that Cade Polson might try to take off here in the 2-2. Riley Pierce ready to go on the mound. Comes set on the hill and will throw back over again. That one almost getting by Lundell. He had to keep that one in front of him. That could have been disastrous for Salem Hills.
Well, and that has happened a few times to the first baseman, and it's happened once or twice to Lundell. But you don't want to take that chance because you want to keep those runners on right here.
Polson kind of baiting the throw over from Riley Pierce as he has a pretty good sized lead. Hall swings and hits that one deep to right. That ball is gone. That one might have even got up onto the rocks onto University Parkway. It's 3-0 Maple Mountain. Hall's second home run this week up here at Brent Brown Ballpark, and that was an absolute shot. And the Golden Eagles are fired up there behind home plate. They have a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, nice job there by Jaron Hall. He just sat back and waited for his pitch. And you see the instant replay. He just crushes that to right field, and it's out of here.
I didn't see where that ball ended up, but I would assume for sure that hit Wolverine Way, the road that comes right behind the stadium.
Yeah, I think it was probably pretty close. I'd hate to be driving right there right now.
3-0 as Jake Maffey lays down a bunt, which will roll foul down the line. It'll be no balls and a strike on Maffey. But just kind of the spark you needed if you're Maple Mountain. You come through at the big. You were just probably content getting the 1 run, much less the 3-run homer.
Exactly. And Maffey was trying to pull a little something different as he tries to bunt one on, try and get on with a bunt to try and get on with a hit there.
0-1 pitch. Maffey swings through it, and the count moves to no balls and 2 strikes here for Maple Mountain's Jake Maffey. Riley Pierce ready to go on the mound. He kicks and delivers, and that one swung on, hit hard into right field for a base hit. The 5th hit of the night for the Golden Eagles, probably the 5th too that's been a hard hit base hit. Maffey's 2nd hit of the ball game, and now that brings up Mitch Holmes. And that's the thing with Salem Hills is Maple Mountain's getting the good part of the bat on it, and they're just hitting the ball hard right now.
Yeah, and Maple Mountain's been able to get a few hits out the middle. Salem's hit the ball hard. They've just hit them right at them so far, and Maple Mountain's been able to get a few breaks.
Mitch Holmes takes the first pitch low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Holmes ground out right back to the pitcher, and what looked like at a time Riley Pierce was just going to easily cruise through this inning. Not so much anymore. 1-0 pitch swung on. That one's going to be rolled over to the right side. Bennett's there. He fields it cleanly. His throw to first is in time, and the 3rd inning comes to an end. But with 2 outs, Colton Hamilton's hit by a pitch. Cade Polson draws a walk. And then Jaron Hall comes up and then hits a tape measure shot to right, and which will send you to break on the Car Guys instant replay. That home run by Hall gives Maple Mountain a 3-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the third here on Spanish Fork 17.
Auto, home, commercial, and so much more.
Tim of American Family Insurance has been good to us.
Protecting our business and making sure our claim went through rapidly.
That was a hard hit ball.
My business is about helping people. I've discovered that my insurance agent, Tim Shanto, is all about doing the same thing, and I like that.
American Family Insurance is rated #1 in new policy purchase experience.
Let my family help your family. Save money on your insurance needs.
American Family Insurance.
Lunchtime is coming soon, but you only have 30 minutes to get there, eat, and get back. You'd better head to the dugout, quick. This isn't just fast food, it's good fast food. Our fresh salad bar will please your appetite for a healthy and quick meal. Fresh fruit, fresh toppings, fresh hot pizza, or home-styled sandwiches. Take it back to work with you, or eat it right there. For lunch or dinner, the dugout, it's a home run. The dugout, next to the ballpark in Spanish Fork.
As we come back to Brent Brown Ballpark again, we want to thank Spanish Fork 17 for bringing you the coverage of tonight's semifinals 4A state baseball. And we want to thank our key sponsor of tonight's ball game. That's the Car Guys. You can find them at 872 North Main right here in Spanish Fork. And we, again, at the conclusion of tonight's ball game, we will choose an MVP player of the game. Again, we want to thank MVP Sports for all your sporting good needs and shoes. Stop in at MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.
So coming up in the third, Salem Hills has some work to do. Ty Bennett stands in, the second baseman, to lead it off. It will be Bennett, Callister, and Cooper Smith as the first pitch comes in for a called strike, and it's 0-1. We do want to welcome in those viewers listening on KSL.com, or I should say watching on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. As the 0-1 pitch comes in, a breaking ball. That one
just misses, hair inside.
Evens the count now at 1-1. Tyson Ellis so far has pitched well for Maple Mountain as the 1-1 pitch comes home, misses low and away, ball 2, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Tyson Ellis, the right-hander, coming set on the mound. He kicks and delivers. Breaking ball right on the outside corner. You gotta like that breaking ball that Tyson Ellis has going tonight.
He's got things working for him on the outside corner right there. Evens up the count.
And the 2-2 pitch. That one just missing a little bit low and away for ball 3, and it's 3-2. It's a tough pitch there to, in a sense, for Bennett to lay off, but good eye to keep it, make sure it was out of the zone. 3-2 pitch coming home, breaking ball, swung on, made contact, and he'll roll it foul over towards the Maple Mountain dugout. And the count will stay full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tyson Ellis kicks and delivers home. That one bounces in, ball 4, and with nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning, Salem Hills has the leadoff man on for the first time tonight. The second walk of the night allowed by Tyson Ellis will send it back to the top of the lineup in Sam Callister, but now Salem Hills has had one time through the order adjustments that the Skyhawks need to make.
Yeah, you know, they've looked pretty good. Again, Sam Callister coming to the plate now. Had a pretty good hit his first time up, and hopefully he'll put it into play right here.
Bouncing ball, Sam Moore makes the diving stop. The quick throw over the head of Holmes, and moving up there, Callister's going to have to hold. Holmes scrambled back to try to slap the tag on, but Callister's safely there. Bennett gets all the way down to third, and Sam Callister, I would imagine, and that's going to have to be an error against Maple Mountain.
You know, a great stop there by Moore, but maybe should have just held on to it, or, you know, not a great throw, and again, it puts runners at the corners.
So we'll see there on the Car Guys instant replay. Good diving stop. I mean, you love the field, you love the diving stop. The There's two parts to that play, though, and part
Exactly.
two didn't work out so well.
Part two kind of bit him a little bit right there, puts runners at the corners now.
Cooper Smith is 0 for 1. He grounded back to Tyson Ellis. A ground out back to the pitcher would be much needed here if Tyson Ellis could get it. First pitch coming in, that one swung on and fouled back, and it's 0-1. And this situation's really where that 3-run homer by Jaron Hall really makes a big difference, because say you get a ground ball, you can turn the double play, that run comes in to score. Granted, it puts Salem Hills on the board, but you stay out of the big inning, and that's what you want to avoid here.
Exactly. Again, Moffey going out in front of the plate, giving the call to his infield there on the play if the runner happens to go.
No balls and 1 strike to count. Callister not a huge lead over at first as the pitch comes in. Smith grounds that one to Moore. Moore's only play is going to be first. This one goes past Mitch Holmes down the line. Coming in to score is going to be Bennett. Callister is going to have to put the brakes on. Cooper Smith got it halfway between the throw down. He's going to get it as off field. Coming in to score is going to be Sam Callister, and it's a 3-2 ball game here in the third. As the throwing errors for Maple Mountain, there should be 2 on the play, and it's going to be a 3-2 ball game here in the third. Should be an E5 and an E3, and it will be 2 errors on Maple Mountain. And Coach Gary Miner is going to go out, and I don't know if he's going to so much have a conversation with Tyson Ellis here as he might have a conversation with his infield.
Yeah, you know, they just got a little overexcited, and again, you just got to make sure you make the play and make the perfect throw, and again, it gets away from them a little bit, and cost a couple base runners and a couple errors on the board, and you know, Salem is able to come back with a couple runs right there.
And the Salem Hills Skyhawks are a good enough team that they could have got back into this game down 3-0 with just swinging the bats a few times, much less when you give them gifts like Maple Mountain just gave them and 2 throwing errors.
Exactly, and so you don't want to give them any extra opportunities that you've already given them as Easton Talon comes to the plate now.
Talon had a single back in the first inning for the Skyhawks, their first hit of the night. He has the only hit of the night for Salem Hills. That one missing away for a ball, and it's 1 ball and no strikes to count. 3 Maple Mountain errors all coming here in the inning. Helps put 2 runs on the board. So a couple of those runs against Tyson Ellis should be unearned. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Ellis comes home to Talon. That one swung on, grounded right back up the middle. This could tie the ball game. Cooper Smith's going to be held as Jaron Hall throws a dart, but going down to second is going to be Talon. A heads-up base running play there by the Skyhawks, and with nobody out in the inning, they got the leading run in scoring position. And now with 2 away, it will be Hamlin, the right fielder, who's 0 for 1, grounded, hit into a fielder's choice, and a lot of pressure here now goes on to Tyson Ellis.
Yeah, it really does, because, you know, like I say, it's not so much his fault, but they haven't been able to knock it down and make the throws that they've needed to get out of this.
Ellis will step off the mound here. Hamlin waiting to step back in the box as Maple Mountain gets some defensive alignment here. Colton Hamilton was playing in. I think he was told to just play back here. They're looking to get some kind of out here for Maple Mountain. Nobody out here in the inning, and the first pitch home is going to be away for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. The left side of the infield, Sam Moore playing about even with the bag. Cade Polson playing a few steps behind the runner. We saw Polson yesterday try to cut down a run if the ball is hit right at him. He might do it again here. That's a fly ball hit well out to center field. Jaron Hall is coming over. He'll make the play. Tagging and coming in to score is going to be Cooper Smith, and we're tied at 3. It's a brand new ball game. But you got an out if you're Maple Mountain, and really now what you wanted to get something positive going here with that first out.
Yeah, it's nice that they able to get the out. Still has decent talent at second base, but again, your defense has got to come up bigger and better right here.
First pitch missing low and away for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to count on Colton Lundell. Lundell 0 for 1. He flew out to Jaron Hall back last inning in the second. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Ellis coming home, and that pitch swung on line, hit hard right at Cannon Minor. He's going to slide and make the play. He's going to throw back to second, and they double off the runner, and the inning's over. So the defense goes from struggling to great defensive play, ends the inning, but the Skyhawks come away with 3 at the end of 3 complete from Brett Brown Ballpark. We're locked at 3. Maple Mountain and Salem Hills in the 2015 Class 4A State Baseball Semifinals here on Spanish Fork 17, KSL.com, and DeseretNews.com.
If you want to get ahead in this world, it all starts with a beautiful smile. Now you can smile with confidence, with straighter and wider teeth. Say goodbye to that crooked smile and without those ugly braces. Gunderson Dental is the only certified practice in Utah Valley for the new CFAS process. It's nearly invisible, and it takes as few as 6 months, perfect for our adult lifestyles. Visit our website, excellencebychoice.net, and schedule your appointment today. Get the smile you want at Gunderson Dental in Payson.
Here at Drockton & Bullion & Coin, we are here for all of your gold and silver needs. We sell silver rounds, highest quality, highest purity, and you don't have to worry about whether they're certified because they are. We also sell collectible gold coins, gold bullion, Morgan silver dollars, our specialty silver rounds like this baseball. Everything you can think about is available through Drockton Bullion & Coin right here in Spanish Fork.
Top of the 4th inning, and you can only imagine what Coach Gary Minor right now is thinking after having the 3-0 lead, and then the throwing errors come, and as many runs that were scored in that inning, there were throwing errors for the Golden Eagles. But now he's just hoping the bats get going as Andrew Wickson stands in. And the first pitch from Pierce bounces in for a ball, and it's 1 ball and no strikes to count. Wickson, Moore, and Ellis, 6, 7, and 8 coming up from Maple Mountain, and the equivalent of a brand new ball game right here. 1-0 pitch, misses low for a ball, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Be nice here if Wickson could get the inning started by getting on base. The 2-0 pitch, over for a called strike, and it's 2 balls and a strike here on Andrew Wickson. Pierce ready to go. The left-hander kicks and delivers. That one comes inside for ball 3, and it's 3 balls and a strike here on Andrew Wickson.
So one thing Andrew's got to do right here again, 3-1. It's got to be right where he wants it right here. That one was right there. He didn't pull the trigger, and that's going to make it a full count, 3-2.
Sam Moore getting loose in the on-deck circle. Riley Pierce here will have to throw something good. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded right back. Pierce sticks out the glove. His throw to first in time for the first out of the 4th. So good heads-up fielding there by Riley Pierce as that one just ended up right back in his glove for the first out. And as a pitcher, they always tell you to try to be facing home when you field the baseball, right, like he does there. Sam Moore stands in and fouls the first pitch away. Riley Pierce, the left-hander, working quickly. And the time call there, Sam Moore just...
I was kind of watching him, Riley a little bit, and he first stopped in his motion, and I didn't know what they were going to call there. Then time was called, so he just kind of froze and then stopped and reloaded again, and gets the ball right there.
The 1-1 pitch, Pierce coming home. There's a one right on the outside corner for a called strike. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes to count here on Sam Moore. Moore looking to get something started here with 1 out. That ball swung on, grounded in the hole, into the right side for a base hit. So Moore will be on here with 1 out in the top of the 4th inning, and Maple Mountain looks to get something going. As Tyson Ellis, the pitcher, will come to the plate. Ellis will have an opportunity to help his own cause. Ellis squared one up on the win on Monday against Skyview on a ball in which he hit hard deep out into the left center field gap that brought home 3 runs to really increase their lead against the Bobcats. Ellis takes the first pitch there. Inside, I guess, for a ball.
Yeah, Maple Mountain's got to put their bats together right here.
Ellis swings through at the snap throw, and Sam Moore's back standing. He got a little too far off that base pass that Sam Callister likes, so Callister decides to throw down.
And a gutsy call there by Callister.
1-1 pitch about to come home. The kick and the delivery, Sam Moore. I thought he was going, but he stopped as that one misses away for a ball, and it's 2 balls and a strike here. 3-3 game, top of the 4th inning here at Brent Brown Ballpark. You're watching Maple Mountain Baseball here on Spanish Fork Community Network, KSL.com, and DeseretNews.com. The 2-1 pitch. That one comes inside. Moore, or Ellis. I'm not sure exactly how he got out of the way of that one, but
yeah, it was pretty close, and he just misses it. So count goes 3-1 to Ellis. Sam Moore at first base.
3-1 pitch coming. That one low, ball 4, and so a 1-out walk here puts a couple of men on for Cannon Minor.
And it looks like we'll have a time and a conference at the mound for Salem Hills. Again, we want to thank Spanish Fork 17 for bringing you the coverage of tonight's high school baseball action. We also want to thank our key sponsors of tonight's ball game. That's the Car Guys. You can find them at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork. Stop in and see around here, Kevin. They'll give you a great deal on a great vehicle. Again, give them a call, 794-0077. And at the conclusion of tonight's ball game, we will choose an MVP player of the game. We want to thank MVP Sports for sponsoring our player of the game. They're located at 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.
So Peyton Pond comes in to run at first base for Tyson Ellis. And now you put a lot of speed on the base pass and a lot of speed coming up as the conference on the mound comes over. Of course, like Kyle said, we thank the Car Guys and MVP Sports for making this broadcast possible, for their support all baseball season long here on Spanish Fork 17. 1 away, and Pierce comes home. Cannon Minor takes the first pitch low for a ball, and it's 1 ball and no strikes as Maple Mountain looks to try to regain the lead here in the 4th.
And the question is, Minor has great speed. Will he try a bunt again right here?
Rowley,
with 1 out.
Rowley has to make the decision in that case whether to stay or charge, as that one comes over for a called strike, so wouldn't be a bad idea.
He hasn't shown anything towards a bunt yet with that count.
1 ball and 1 strike, the count here on Minors. He stands in from the right side of the plate. The kick and the delivery comes. He takes this one right on the inside corner for a called strike, and it's 1-2. Skyhawks, dark blue, powder blue pants. Maple Mountain in the all gray with maroon. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Time called here as Minor will step out of the batter's box. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count. Riley Pierce, the left-hander, comes set on the mound, takes a look over at first. Now checks the runner at second. Talon sneaking back in, and that one swung on, shot down the third baseline. Fair ball.
Fair ball.
Coming around third and going to score is Sam Moore, and Maple Mountains regain the lead 4-3 here in the 4th.
So a great job there by Cannon Minor. Just gets it right down the line as Moore is able to come across and give Golden Eagles the lead. Again, runners first and second for the Golden Eagles here in the top of the 4th.
And it's good to see Minor, especially after a lot of the times where he gets a lot of his hits, it seems like, via the bunt or hustling out a ground ball. Nice to see him make good, solid contact on one here. And now you put very good speed in Peyton Pond and Cannon Minor on the base pass for the top of the lineup. Lefty on lefty matchup here as Riley Pierce goes back to work here against Colton Hamilton. 1 away, top of the 4th inning, 4-3 ball game.
Pierce kicks and comes home. That pitch taken away for a ball, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Cooper Smith now shaded more towards left center, so big hole sitting out there in right field if Hamilton pulls one in the gap. On deck is Cade Polson. The 1-0 pitch coming on its way. That one swung on and missed as Hamilton chased one that was down and out of the strike zone.
Yeah, again, one thing you want to do if you're Hamilton, you definitely want to wait on it right there and then drive it.
Riley Pierce, the left-hander, looking over at first base. The runner not being held on here. The 1-1 pitch to Hamilton is swung on and grounded foul down the right field line. One of the Skyhawks will pop out of the dugout and will trot down the line after that baseball. It's an opportunity here for Maple Mountain as they'll take that moment to dust off home plate. Good opportunity for Maple Mountain after regaining the lead now to maybe add a couple here on the Skyhawks. Give Tyson Ellis a run or two to breathe with when he takes the mound in the bottom of the 4th inning. Runners get their lead. The left-hander will step off the mound here, and now Buddy will get set ready to go. It's turning out to be a nice night for baseball. The clouds are starting to leave. We have blue sky. So we might have a very good day for state championship baseball tomorrow.
Yeah, because early reports that it could turn ugly tomorrow, and hopefully it holds off as we're able to get these last games in and get this one in tonight, and look forward to tomorrow.
11 a.m. first pitch, Pleasant Grove and Bingham. That one on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. 1:30 on both those sides, along with Spanish Fork 17. Right now, looking like an all Spanish Fork matchup between Maple Mountain and Spanish Fork, although we got plenty of baseball to be played here as Hamilton fouls that one away. That one is going to go out towards the main entrance here to the ballpark, down the left field line.
Please return all foul balls.
Then if the teams with the one loss happen to win, then it gets interesting because we play more baseball.
Yeah,
so
it could be a very fun or long day tomorrow.
Depending on who you are and what team you want to cheer for and things like that, it could be an interesting day. The 1-2 pitch about to come home, and the delivery comes. Hamilton swings and fouls that one down the line. And it'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. New baseballs will be ran out to our home plate umpires. Colton Hamilton's done a great job just staying in there and battling here. Working the pitch count up here on Riley Pierce. Pierce has allowed 4 runs on 7 hits. Pierce here will come set on the mound, gets the sign from Callister behind home plate. Checks the runner and delivers home. That one swung on and once again fouled right back to the screen. So if you're Cade Polson in the on-deck circle, you like this because you're getting to see a lot of pitches here from Pierce.
Yeah, it's the one thing is Pierce is starting to throw a lot more pitches now, and even though we're it's run one ball game, but how long do they stay with him and let him throw?
1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Runners get their lead, and the delivery comes. That one inside hits Hamilton, and so up ahead in the count, and he loses him. Bases loaded with 1 out for Cade Polson. The second time back-to-back innings, Colton Hamilton has been hit by a pitch.
And just as I mentioned that, and after that hit pitch, Lakota Centeno going down to the bullpen, getting ready to start getting loose for the Skyhawks.
So now the base is full, and now you have to deal with Polson, Hall, and Maffey. Pitch comes in, Polson swings first pitch, fouls it away. With only 1 out here, you'll be sufficient with a fly ball to the outfield to bring that run home. Cade Polson frustrated, I think, that he missed that last one as he slaps his hands together before stepping back in.
Yeah, he definitely needs to just get something out of the infield right here.
The 0-1 pitch, the kick and the delivery. That one swung on and missed. It's no balls and 2 strikes to count here on Cade Polson.
He was looking at that big gap down in left field, down that left field corner, kind of a big gap right there. As he just kind of wanted all of that one. Got a good tough swing right there, but wasn't able to make contact.
0-2 pitch misses high, and it's ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count here on Cade Polson. Jaron Hall had a 3-run homer in his last at-bat. He's awaiting in the on-deck circle. Pierce ready to go again. The 1-2 pitch to Polson. That one swung on and fouled away.
That one's going to be down in the pen, or down in the by the net. So that's out of play. Again, nice job there by Polson as he's able to still make contact and hang tough in there with a 2-strike count.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count. On the mound, the kick and the delivery coming home. Polson takes that one away for ball 2, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. As a pitcher, you don't want to be, 0-2, 1-2, and then bring the hitter back into the count, and that's exactly right now what Riley Pierce has been doing.
Yeah, and he's definitely throwing a lot of pitches, so they have to be concerned right here too.
That 2-2.
That one just misses outside. Again, if you're Cade Polson, I don't know if you want to really let that one go, but close enough, and it makes it 3-2 right there, full count. Here we go.
Pierce kicks and comes home. 3-2 pitch, swung on and popped up. Down the line, but it's going to get out of play as 3 Skyhawks went looking at it, and that's all they would do as Centeno continues to get loose down in the pen. Maple Mountain scoring 3 in the top of the 3rd, and then Salem Hills coming back to score 3 in the bottom. Maple Mountain trying to build a lead here in the top of the 4th inning. The 3-2 pitch coming home. That one swung on and chopped high on the infield. Pierce is going to field it, and he's going to overthrow the catcher. Coming in and scoring will be 1 run. Right behind him is Cannon Minor, and it's a 6-3 lead for Maple Mountain. The ball gets by and diving in safely from 3rd is Colton Hamilton, and it's a 7-3 lead for Maple Mountain, and the dugout erupts again.
And I think on that last run right there, I think Sam Callister thought that he'd got the ball and thought the play was kind of over, and maybe he thought he was going to call time. He never did, and able to come in and get that 3rd run in.
Nobody covering home plate, just a defensive breakdown as Rowley didn't cover, and the day for Riley Pierce has just come to an end, and not the moment he wants to, but right now Cade Polson's all smiles, and so are the Golden Eagles. They lead 7-3 in the 4th. We'll take a break here and introduce you to the new Salem Hills right-hander after the break here on Spanish Fork 17.
Hey, do you know someone who needs cheering up? This design is a cheerful arrangement of hot pink carnations, lime green spider mums, pink alstroemeria, and purple accent flowers with a mixed green base. This is a cheerful arrangement for any occasion. This design is a topiary of alstroemeria in orange and yellow with cute Gerbera daisies and a mixed green base.
Carrie's Designs Floral is located at 245 South Main in Spanish Fork.
Nutrient formulation, or MMF, is a unique proprietary blend of important antioxidant micronutrients and key minerals to conform to the CQF format. Basically what that means is we have uniquely combined endogenous antioxidants, the kind that the body makes, with dietary antioxidants, those that you get from the diet, and importantly, glutathione elevating agents. Glutathione is your body's most important internal antioxidant. What we've been able to do is combine these in the right dose, the right ratio, the right isoform, and with the proper dose schedule to give you.
as we get ready to come back to action right here, Jaron Hall steps into the box. The new pitcher for Salem Hills, the designated hitter, number 24, Lakota Centeno, who was the DH. So the DH is now taken out of play as he comes into the game.
The 1-0 pitch to Hall. He swings and fouls that one away, and the count moves to 1 ball and 1 strike. So Maple Mountain scores 3 in the third and then come back with 4 in the fourth. So going on this pattern, Kyle, we got a 5-run fifth coming, right?
Hey, let's hope so, and then we could might get done a little early.
The 1-1 pitch, Centeno set on the mound. He's going to turn and look Polson back to second base as Cade Polson was out there dancing around. And this is kind of the problem, I guess, I don't want to say problem, but one of the disadvantages of playing a team like Maple Mountain who's hot right now. They're swinging the bats extremely well. Polson dives back as the throw gets off the glove and skips into shallow right field. Polson slow to get up. I don't think he would have ran, but up by 4, you never know. Might take that chance.
Yeah, you might. And but there won't be any error on that one as he stays at second base. But right now, things are just not happening for Salem Hills.
1 ball and 1 strike to count. Centeno set on the mound, checks the runner at second, kicks and delivers, and Hall lays down a bunt that's just going to roll foul. And, you know, on the 5A today, Cottonwood, the Colts were that same situation Salem Hills was. They had no losses coming into the day. They lose the first game to Pleasant Grove, come back, and they lose to Bingham in the second one. So typically you would say, hey, we come into the day, no losses. That's got to be a great thing. Well, today, the pattern that so far has been established anyway. Still plenty of baseball left for Salem Hills to come back, but so far anyway, the pattern's not looking good.
It's not looking good, and you know what? I've seen it for probably 30-plus years, and sometimes that happens. You come into a day like today, and then you just fall.
That ball bounces in. Polson's going to try to take third, and he's going to slide in there safely. He just went immediately when that ball got in the dirt.
As soon as he seen it got in the dirt and seen that Callister was having a hard time with it, he didn't hesitate, and that's why he's over there.
So now Jaron Hall an opportunity to knock in his 4th RBI of the night. Sitting 90 feet away, he doesn't necessarily need to hit here to do it, but Maple Mountain will take it any way it comes. Salem Hills brings the infield in. That pitch comes high and almost gets away from Callister, and the count moves full, 3 balls and 2 strikes, and Salem Hills having a hard time right now pitching-wise finding the strike zone. 3 balls and 2 strikes to count. Big hole right up the middle when they bring that infield in. Ready to go. Centeno checks the runner at third, kicks and delivers. Hall swings, just throws the bat head out there, and he'll foul that one away down the line. Boy, bounce off the concrete down the maintenance utility area. They've been busy this week with all the rain.
Yeah, and it's there's been quite a few foul balls down in that corner of the world.
So 3 balls and 2 strikes to count. Centeno kicks and delivers. That ball swung on by Hall. That's going to be an RBI single. Jaron Hall with 4 RBIs on the night. He'll hold it first, and he's got his 3rd hit of the night as well for Maple Mountain. And Maple Mountain opens up an 8-3 lead here in the 4th, as Callister will quickly go out and have a word here with Centeno as he is in dire need of an out, as that ball was hit nothing but hard up the middle. And Jake Maffey comes to the plate. Maffey 2 for 2 on the night. Maple Mountain 8 runs on 8 hits. Centeno from the stretch comes home. That ball high for ball 1.
And if you erase those 3 errors, Salem Hills maybe scores 1 if they're lucky.
1 ball and no strikes to count. Centeno comes home. That pitch, Maffey almost pulled the trigger on, but held up, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike as it was a called strike. Centeno working here from the stretch. Looks in, comes home. That pitch high for a ball, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Centeno's not missing the strike zone by much, but he's missing enough off the plate or enough high for it to be called the ball.
Yep.
2-1 pitch about to come home, and that one's high, ball 3, and it's 3 balls and a strike. Mitch Holmes would be the 9th man to come to the plate here in the inning. He is getting loose in the on-deck circle, and a right-hander beginning to throw. That's Tyson Ellis down there, just probably trying to keep his arm warm. The 3-1 pitch coming home. That ball high, ball 4. Jake Maffey will draw a 1-out walk, and now that brings up Mitch Holmes. Maple Mountain, after Wickson grounded out, a single, a walk, a single, a hit by pitch, a single, a single. We've had a lot of singles and walks so far in this inning. Mitch Holmes is due for a hit here.
Again, 1 out here in the top of the 4th.
Centeno set here working from the stretch. Checks the runner at second, and time call by Mitch Holmes. Holmes 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts tonight. Tyson Ellis just making sure that arm stays warm, as it's a cool night at the ballpark. The kick and the delivery on its way. That one off the glove of Collister. It's going to go to the backstop. Runners will move up 90 feet. And that's just kind of been the night for Salem Hills.
Yeah, it's just kind of starting to fall that way a little bit.
Centeno will make the long walk back to the pitcher's mound here. And now Mitch Holmes can drive home the run here with just a fly ball to the outfield. Jaron Hall at third, Jake Maffey at second. Infield for Salem Hills comes in. They're in dire need of an out here are the Skyhawks. 1-0 pitch. That one swung on by Holmes and fouled away. It'll be rolled right to Andrew Wickson in the on-deck circle. Wickson led off the inning with a ground out. One ball, one strike here with 1 out, top of the 4th inning. Centeno comes home. That one's off the glove of Collister to the backstop. Coming in to score is going to be Jaron Hall, and it's 9-3 Maple Mountain here in the 4th. Down to third goes Jake Maffey. And this one's starting to turn ugly pretty quick. 6 runs here in the 4th inning. Run number 10 of the ball game for Maple Mountain, sitting 90 feet away. No action in the Salem Hills bullpen, so right now Lakota Centeno is it. The 2-1 pitch coming in. That one swung on and grounded right back to the pitcher. The throw over to first is in time, and Centeno gets the big out that he needed, but now the 10th man to come to the plate here in the inning, Andrew Wicksom's going to stand in.
Right fielder number 27, Andrew Wickson.
So Wickson grounded out to start this inning, also has a single back in the 2nd so far on the night. Tyson Ellis will get some high fives from some fans down there as he makes his way back to the dugout. As the first pitch on its way, Wickson takes that one on the outside corner for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Centeno set on the mound, gets the sign, and delivers home the 0-1 pitch. Misses away, and the count evens at 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. 9-3 Golden Eagles on top of the Skyhawks. Big hole sitting off in left center field. And Wickson swings through that one. It's 1-2. Nightfall beginning here in Orem as the lights are beginning to take full effect. You can see the lights off the cars coming down University Parkway as the 1-2 pitch comes. That one blocked in the dirt by by Collister as he kept that one in front of him. Jake Maffey took about 4 hard steps, went nope.
Nope.
And the count evens at 2-2 as Sam Collister now will go out and have a quick word with his right-hander. Salem Hills, they can swing the bat, so right now no lead is safe if you're the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles.
No, this game still isn't over, but the Golden Eagles are sitting quite comfortable right now here in the top of the 4th.
And now a right-hander going to go down and get loose down in the pin, and you have to wonder if Maple Mountain, in a sense, might not pull Tyson Ellis. And as Wickson bounces that one to second, and the throw over to first is in time, and the 4th inning comes to an end. I'll finish that thought after the break. Maple Mountain scores 6 here in the inning, and the Golden Eagles lead ahead to the bottom of the 4th, 9-3 on the Salem Hills Skyhawks. Maple Mountain's trying to get themselves in tomorrow's state championship game and they're looking good right now as we head to the bottom of the fourth here on Spanish Fork Community Network.
Great news! That same Doug Smith experience you've known in American Fork is also now just down the road in Spanish Fork with a great new brand, Chevrolet, plus Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Doug Smith for the best car buying experience ever.
Hey, Doug.
Free radical production caused by oxidative stress. It's an issue that leads to a host of human health conditions. Just as a lead pipe left out in the rain over time will oxidize or rust, we human beings are aging and rusting because of free radicals. Free radicals attack cells, proteins in cells, lipids, membranes, and even DNA. In fact, DNA is attacked very early in the process.
Engage globally. Abundance in health, abundance in life.
As we come back here for the bottom of the fourth inning, again, Salem Hills and the Skyhawks. Skyhawks leading 9-3 as we go to the bottom of the fourth. And again, we were just talking, but no lead is comfortable in this ball game because both of them still can swing the bat very well.
Yeah, and you know, it's just kind of one of those things. Both teams can swing the bat really well, and you have to kind of wonder in a sense if you're Gary Minor and Maple Mountain, depending on what happens at the top of the fifth inning, if whether or not you might think about maybe pulling Tyson Ellis at this point and saving him maybe for a couple innings tomorrow. Obviously, you want to try to finish this one out, but it has to be a thought I would think that would go through your mind as a coach. But no lead is safe against Salem Hills. I mean, they showed they could swing the bat well in that first one. So.
Yeah. And they just showed substitute, looks like going from the outfield. So maybe they might have been, they took Cannon Minor out. I'm possibly getting him some rest time. Maybe he could be one to come in and throw an inning or two right here.
That one's in there for a called strike to Jesse Rowley. Rowley, Centino, and War coming up. No balls and a strike, the right-hander. Ellis comes home, that one low and away for a ball, and it evens the count at one ball and one strike. Rowley on the night is 0 for 1, flew out to Jaron Hall back in the second. The 1-1 pitch, a breaking ball, it swung on and rolled over to first, but it will go foul at the last minute. Be 1-2 as Wickson will go pick up that baseball and get it back into play. Maple Mountain 9, Salem Hills 3 here at Brett Brown Ballpark on the campus of Utah Valley University. The site of the 2015 Class 4A and 5A state championship games, which will be played tomorrow, and then high school baseball in Utah will be put to rest. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count here on Jesse Rowley. Tyson Ellis ready to go as he'll take a step off the mound here. A good turnout here tonight for this ball game. I would assume tomorrow, if that one's low, blocked in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The start of Memorial Day weekend and things like that, you have to think that there's a good chance that this stands will be packed tomorrow.
Yeah, I would hope we have packed houses for both 4A and 5A games, and hopefully the weather holds off, sun comes out, and again, it could be a great Friday for some great baseball here at Utah Valley.
So Tyson Ellis has evened the count back up on Jesse Rowley, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes as Ellis will get ready to go on the mound. He looks in, gets the sign from Jake Maffey. Winds, kicks, and delivers home. The 2-2 pitch bounces in ball 3, and the count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Tyson Ellis. With Cannon Minor out of the ballgame, you have to kind of think Minor did come in and throw a little bit the other day, so it could be an option for Coach Gary Minor to get some innings in. Breaking ball there, that one misses away, ball 4, and Jesse Rowley's on to open up the bottom of the 4th inning. So it all started with a walk is how the story could start here in the fourth for Salem Hills, as Lakota Centino is going to come to the plate. Centino walked back in the second inning. Double play depth for Polson and Hamilton up the middle. Tyson Ellis has been patient as he waits for the sign from Maffey. And the first pitch on its way misses low. Maffey quickly pulls the baseball up over his shoulder and acts like he's going to fire it down to try to pick off Rowley. 9-3 Golden Eagles, bottom of the fourth inning here on a windy, somewhat chilly night at the ballpark. That one right on the outside corner. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Spanish Fork beating Salem Hills on a walk-off late in the bottom of the 7th inning to advance the state championship game tomorrow afternoon. Anxiously awaiting their opponent. The 1-1 pitch comes home. That one off the plate for a ball, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike to count here on Tyson Ellis. Two balls and a strike to count. Ellis set on the mound and delivers home. Centino misses away ball 3, and it's 3 balls and a strike. Ellis doesn't take many looks over at first, so your Salem Hills, you might want to consider, well, I guess you could consider, I shouldn't make it a suggestion as the broadcaster, but they could consider sending Rowley here. The 3-1 pitch misses ball 4, and Tyson Ellis starts the inning with back-to-back walks, and the Skyhawks have something going. And here comes Jake War. Now we'll have a visit out to the mound here by the Maple Mountain pitching coach. Have a quick word here with the right-hander. War will step up, who's 0 for 1, went down swinging on strikes back in the second to end that inning for the Skyhawks. As Cannon Miner is going to run out to left field here now, and so we'll have a change here for Maple Mountain, just kind of middle of the inning there. So Miner back in left field for the Golden Eagles. As Tyson Ellis will get ready to go back to work here. Salem Hills won Region 8 this year. Maple Mountain finishing 3rd, Spanish Fork 2nd. And it came down to those 3 schools for not just the region title this year, but the state title.
Yeah, and if you were to ask any one of those coaches if they'd take a region title and be in this position, or if they'd want a state title, they'd give up their region title any day to have a state championship tomorrow.
Tyson Ellis ready to go on the mound. Sam Moore kind of playing in as the first pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. And Tyson Ellis all of a sudden having a hard time hitting the strike zone. Have to kind of wonder in a sense maybe if his arm didn't get cold during that 6-run inning in the 4th. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Ellis comes home. That one right on the outside corner, and the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Jaron Hall playing shallow in center field. Like we've talked about throughout the week, he has the speed though that he can get away with that a little bit better than most people can. 1-1 pitch. That one's going to be a bunt laid down right back to the pitcher. Ellis fields it his only place first. He'll make the throw for the first out of the inning. So Salem Hills plays some small ball. They move the runners up, and the Skyhawks have runners on 2nd and 3rd. As Tyler Bennett will come to the plate here. So we'll see on the Car Guys instant replay, Ellis fielding his position well, making a nice throw. Maple Mountain will play back. They'll trade the run for an out here as they lead by 6 here in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch comes in, that one right in there at the knees for a called strike, and it's 0-1 to Bennett. Bennett walked and then came around to score that first run back in the 3-run 3rd for Salem Hills. And the Skyhawks took advantage of some Maple Mountain errors. No balls and a strike to count. Ellis comes home, breaking ball misses away, and the count evens now at 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball and 1 strike to count here on Bennett. Tyson Ellis ready to go to work. Has some defensive alignment. Jaron Hall being told to take a few steps back in center field and a couple steps over to the left here. Time called, and Bennett will step out of the box here. Ellis ready to go. He comes home. That pitch high with the fastball, and it's 2 balls and a strike. So Tyson Ellis just missing a little bit here and there as well, similar to what happened with Riley Pierce in the inning. And Maple Mountain trying everything they can here to get an out, to get that second out of the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-1 pitch, swung on, grounded to third. Sam Moore's there. His throw across the diamonds in time. Coming in to score, though, is Jesse Rowley, and it's 9-4 Maple Mountain. But you'll give them the run for the out there. And now there's 2 outs in the inning, and Sam Callister comes to the plate. As it's going to be Higley coming in to run, number 14, running on at second base for the pitcher, Centino. So the first pitch to Sam Callister, breaking ball, misses away for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Callister 0 for 2 on the night, flew out to center and reached on an error and came around to score. One ball and no strikes to count. Ellis set, ready to go. Comes in, fastball, swung on, and Callister just got on top of it and fouled it back. So you can see those flags just down the first baseline, blowing at a pretty swift rate.
Yep.
Gives you an idea of how windy it is.
Yeah, we're definitely feeling it. It's definitely getting cool.
Ellis ready to go on the mound from the stretch. Gets the sign from Jake Maffey. Checks Higley at second. Comes home, and that pitch swung on by Callister, hit out to right, but Andrew Wickson's right there. He'll reach up and make the catch, and the 4th inning comes to an end. The Skyhawks do get 1, though, in the 4th, and at the end of 4 complete from Brent Brown Ballpark, Maple Mountain 9, Salem Hills 4. You're watching the 2015 Class 4A State Baseball Tournament on Spanish Fork 17, KSL.com, and DeseretNews.com.
Voted 2014 Best Automotive Repair in Utah Valley Magazine, Dickerson Automotive.
What's going on today?
Oh, they're just here for the free Wi-Fi.
I've got Australia.
Dickerson Automotive has 3 ASE certified master automotive technicians that smell like bacon. Well, because everybody loves bacon.
Boy, it sure smells good in here. Is that bacon?
Bring home more bacon. In other words, spend less with the Dickerson Automotive Deal of the Month. Call for our specials or visit our website.
At Dickerson Automotive, we're committed to the finest repairs with personal care.
I trust Dickerson Automotive, and you can too.
Dickerson Automotive, way north on Main in Spanish Fork.
As we come back to the Brent Brown Ballpark, you're watching high school baseball right here on Spanish Fork 17. The semifinals between the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles and the Salem Skyhawks. Golden Eagles lead 9-4 as we head here to the top of the 5th.
And the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles will come up here. Sam Moore, Tyson Ellis, Cannon Miner, 7, 8, 9. Coming up against Centeno, who will start his 2nd inning of work after coming in during that Maple Mountain 6-run 4th inning. Centeno, the right-hander, will go to work here, and the first pitch to Sam Moore. It's a breaking ball. It sits high for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Moore grounded into an inning-ending double play in the 2nd and then singled in the 4th and came around to score. The 1-0 pitch on its way. That one off the glove of Callister to the backstop, but it was away anyway for a ball, and it's 2-0. Centeno set, ready to go, kicks and comes home. That pitch inside, and it hits Sam Moore, and the leadoff man on here in the 5th for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, you're getting to a point here in the top of the 5th that Salem Hills doesn't want to make any mistakes. They want to try and have quick innings to try and give their bats a chance right here as they start off with the hit pitch and put more on first.
You got to think any more bigger of a deficit for Salem Hills, and it's going to be hard to come back as Tyson Ellis takes the first pitch, a called strike in there about knee-high on the fastball, and it's 0-1. Right now you're down 5, which you have 3 times more that you're up at bat. Get a couple in each inning, you're good, but you get down in that 8-9 range, then it can be hard.
Yep.
0-1 pitch on its way. Ellis pulls back the bunt as it's taken for a ball, 1-0, or 1 ball and 1 strike. Not the way I think the Skyhawks, when they arrived at the ballpark around 2:30 this afternoon, 2:30, 3 o'clock. Not the way this day did Salem Hills think was going to go this way, I'm sure. The 1-1 pitch. Ellis lays down the bunt to third. Rowley comes up and fields it cleanly. His throw to first is in time. Snap throw back into second. The ball gets into center field. Sam Moore is going to make it to third as Cooper Smith cuts it off in left center field, and Moore will advance to third easily. So again, kind of one of those throws we talked about Maple Mountain making that happened to help the inning, and really kind of a throw there that Lundell really has to think twice about. Is throwing that ball really a smart idea?
Yeah.
And with 1 out, it's going to bring up Cannon Minor. Minor an RBI single in the 4th, and the first pitch he takes a little bit inside for a ball, 1-0.
Well, and we were just talking, Salem Hills needs to try and make some quick work, but if you put Sam Moore over at third base in scoring position, that doesn't help their cause any, as that one is low and in the dirt. Good job there by Callister to keep the ball in front for a ball, 2-0 count.
The infield right now coming in for the Skyhawks. They're going to try to cut down the run at the plate. The 2-0 pitch, Minor swings and fouls it away. That pitch a little on the high side. Probably ball 3 if he lets it go, but you never know.
Yeah, it was up around the letters. I probably would have laid off of it, but he decided to take a cut at it.
2 balls and a strike to count as the 2-1 pitch. Wines comes home and Minor swings. That will be deep enough to get the run home. Going off in a deep right center field. Cooper Smith dives and he doesn't get there. Minor is going to take the turn around second. He's heading to third. He'll be there standing up as Minor puts the late brake signs on, and it's 10-4 Maple Mountain, and the 11th run sits 90 feet from home. And they're going to give him an error on that.
Yeah, I mean, Smith laid out there, but it came right off his glove. You know, that's a tough one to call, but on the scoreboard they give the error to Smith, and Cannon Minor's in there at third base.
We'll have a visit out to the mound here, and the night for Centino has come to an end. So the Golden Eagles have added 1 here in the 5th. It's 10-4 Maple Mountain. We'll take a break here on the Spanish Fork Community Network and introduce you to the new pitcher for Salem Hills after the break. It's Maple Mountain 10, Salem Hills 4 at the 2015 Class 4A State Baseball Tournament on Spanish Fork 17.
The story of MMF really begins on 9/11. That's when Marine Corps Systems Command asked a very important question of a group of doctors and research scientists. Is it possible to protect our men and women in uniform from the inside out? We do a great job at protecting our troops from bombs and bullets, but what about from all of those invisible threats that cause our men and women in uniform to be 4 times more likely to contract illness and disease? Organizations and skilled people working together ultimately availed us the creation of a supplement that in fact and indeed does protect the human body from the inside out. So when we discovered this, when we learned of MMF, learned of its existence, and learned what it does, we knew absolutely that we had something very special.
Hey, we're all done. How do you feel?
Gunderson Dental wants you to be as comfortable as possible for your dental visit. We offer oral sedation so you can relax the whole time. Get more work done without discomfort. Don't endure another minute. Schedule your appointment today. Dental work never needs to scare you again. At Gunnarsson Dental in Payson.
What a great vacation.
Back here at Brent Brown Ballpark, the new pitcher for Salem Hills bounces the first pitch in there for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes the count on Colton Hamilton. The new pitcher for the Skyhawks, number 23.
Hunter Vance.
Hunter Vance. As the 1-0 pitch bounces in for a ball, and it's 2 balls and no strikes on Colton Hamilton. Hamilton's been hit by a pitch twice tonight and struck out, but both times he's been hit by a pitch, he's come around to score. The 2-0 pitch bounces in the dirt again, ball 3, and it's 3 balls and no strikes to count on Hamilton. So I've decided to stand up, move my legs.
Yeah, you got to move around a little bit. It's getting pretty cool.
Even our producer behind us has decided to stand up, so 3 balls and no strikes to count. As the wind and the delivery comes, ball 4, Colton Hamilton draws a walk here in the 5th inning. We have a fantastic crew that's with us here tonight, working cameras and producing this broadcast and keeping us on the air. A lot of times, Kyle, I'm in a press box, but I have a whole heck of a lot more respect for them now because I see what they brave the storms and things like that all the time.
Yeah, they're definitely always out in the elements, and tonight we are too, but yeah, you got to hand it to them. They do this during football and baseball, any type of weather, so got to hand it to these guys.
I think this is just their way of getting back at me for all those times. That one
probably
low for a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Vance throws over to first, and Hamilton's back safely.
So runners at the corners for the Golden Eagles.
Pitch bounces in the dirt, ball 2, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, Vance has come in and bounced all of his pitches in so far. It's 2-0 on Polson. I don't think you want to load the bases for Jaron Hall with that 4 RBI night he's having.
No, I don't think you do either.
Callister will go have a quick word.
Make sure they have their signals all squared away right there. Because, again, you don't want to load those bases. 2-0 count.
The 10th run for Maple Mountain in the on-deck circles, Jaron Hall, and that's not the way Salem Hills wants to end their season. They don't want to get 10 run here at the state tournament.
No.
The 2-0 pitch, Hamilton takes off, low ball 3, and Colton Hamilton will take second with no protest. And now a 3-0 count to Cade Polson. I would think he would be taking all the way here. Jaron Hall waits on deck. As the 3-0 pitch is over for a called strike, and it's 3-1. 10-4 Maple Mountain on top. The Golden Eagles looking to advance to tomorrow's state championship game. What a day tomorrow will be. Pleasant Grove against Bingham at 11 a.m., and that one misses ball 4. And the bases are full of Golden Eagles as Jaron Hall soars to the plate. Second walk for Polson tonight. Both times Cade Polson. This is kind of interesting looking at the scorebook. Hamilton, Polson, and Hall, both times they've been on in the 3rd and 4th inning have come around to score.
Yeah, 1 out, bases loaded for the Golden Eagles. Again,
first pitch coming to Jaron Hall. He takes a called strike on 1. Hall standing in, the center fielder, 4 RBIs on the night. The 0-1 pitch on its way. That one's in there for a called strike, and it's 0-2 on Hall. Cannon Minor at 3rd, Colton Hamilton at 2nd, Cade Polson over at 1st. The 0-2 pitch swung on. That ball is going to fall for a base hit. Minor will score. Hamilton's going to be held at 3rd, and it's 11-4 Maple Mountain here in the 5th. The 5th RBI of the night for Jaron Hall. And now Jake Maffey comes to the plate. Maffey having a 2-for-2 night with 2 singles on the night and a walk. And the pitch on its way to Maffey's low and away for a ball. And it's 1 ball and no strikes to count. Good speed still on the base pass all the way around. A ball in the gap would clear him. The 1-0 pitch on its way, misses low, ball 2, and it's 2-0 on Maffey. No place to put Jake in this situation.
Yeah, no place to put him, so you got to try and throw a strike right here.
The 2-0 wind, the delivery comes. That one's over for a called strike, and it's 2-1. Mitch Holmes in the on-deck circle for Maple Mountain. The 2-1 pitch swung on and fouled straight back to the screen there. And the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runners get their lead. Vance ready to go on the mound. Kicks and comes home. The 2-2 pitch swung on, popped up down the line. Long run for Hamblin. If he does get there, it should score a run. And that ball just fouled. That had enough distance to be gone. Just getting over the fence.
About 10 feet the other way, and I believe would be going home right now. Missed it probably by just 10 feet, 5 or 10 feet, just foul, as it was out of here.
The 2-2 pitch, Vance kicks and delivers, breaking ball high, ball 3, and the count runs full on Jake Maffey. No place to put him here with 1 out in the 5th. 2 runs already in, bases full of Golden Eagles. The 3-2 pitch, Maffey fouls it straight back. And one thing is, too, with the infield playing in, the base runners like Cade Poulsen, he's getting halfway to third by the time that pitch comes home. There's nobody to keep him close.
You know, and they are moved in to try and cut the run off.
3-2 pitch, low and away, ball 4, and that brings home run number 12 of the ball game.
But there's just nowhere to go.
Hamilton scores, Poulsen to third, Hall to second.
Number 23, Mitch Hall.
And now a base hit here could put us at the 10-run mark. We would have to finish, of course, the bottom of the 5th inning as well. But at the end of the 5th, then we would be probably going home as Holmes swings and misses, no balls and a strike. And really, for the season Salem Hills has had, you don't win all but 3 or 4 of your ball games and not have a good team. You really don't want to see them have to end their season that way. The 0-2 pitch is in there for a called strike. Bases full of Golden Eagles. Poulsen at third, Hall at second, Maffey at first. The 0-2 pitch bounces in there for a ball, and it's 1-2.
Good job there by Callister to keep the ball in front. The runners are able to hold up a little bit.
Big hole out in left center field for Holmes. The 1-2 pitch on its way, high, ball 2, and the count moves to 2-2. And this is that situation where you talked about you don't want to be 0-2 and then work the hitter back in the count.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to go get him right here or throw a strike right here.
The 2-2 pitch swung on by Holmes, popped up over towards first. Lundell is there. He'll make the catch just about a step off the bag for the 2nd out of the inning. And now with 2 outs, it's going to bring up the 9th man of the inning, Andrew Wickson. So for the 2nd straight inning, Maple Mountain sends 9 men at least to the plate, and Wickson on the night has a single and 2 groundouts to his name, as he'll get a lefty-lefty matchup. His single in the 2nd came against the starter, Riley Pierce, who was a lefty. First pitch misses high with the fastball, 1-0.
Well, again, like you mentioned, bases loaded, nowhere to go. So he's got to come back and try and throw some strikes right here.
1-0 pitch to Wickson, misses low, and again, it's ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes.
And if you're Wickson, you want to just be cautious right here because hit or
2-0 pitch.
Or an error, or excuse me, a walk scores another run for the Golden Eagles, so it brings it to, I believe it's 3-0.
It is. Wickson, I think, thought he might have been hit by the pitch, but held in the box. The 3-0 pitch misses, ball 4, and Wickson brings home a run. And now the 10th run of the ball game for Maple Mountain. Sorry, the 13th run scored, but the 10-run lead now sitting 90 feet away as Sam Moore comes back up to the plate. Moore started the 5th inning. He was hit by a pitch. And when he was hit by the pitch, that kind of started everything off for Maple Mountain.
And that one gets away from
That
Callister.
one gets away, and the 10th run's going to score here is Jaron Hall, and it's 14-4 Maple Mountain here in the 5th. And, you know, Kyle, I said it, you know, on the rate they're going, 3 in the 3rd, 6 in the 4th, going by the pattern.
You were calling it, weren't you?
They're getting closer, you know. 1 ball and no strikes to the count here on Sam Moore. And the pitch, Moore's going to swing, lifts that one out to right field. Hamblin is back, he's under it, he'll make the play to almost drop the ball, but he holds on to end the inning. So the Salem Hills Skyhawks, they need one to keep this ball game going. Tyson Ellis will try to finish it off after the break and get Maple Mountain into the state championship game. Due up for Salem Hills, Cooper Smith, Easton Talon, and Tanner Hamblin after the break here on Spanish Fork 17.
Hi, I'm Aaliyah, a fourth-generation member of the Painter Motor family. Here at Painter Motor, we offer a wide range of GM makes and models. We pride ourselves in customer quality and competitive pricing. Come on down to our showroom at 1100 North Main Street in Nephi, Utah, or visit our website at www.paintermotor.com. No pressure, no hassle. We'll help you find your dream car.
My name is Karma Karsten, the owner of Maple Creek Home Health and Hospice. Hospice is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, weekends, holidays. Maple Creek's responsibilities are to keep patients in their homes and managing their symptoms such as pain, fatigue, anxiety, loneliness, allowing their families to have a better relationship with the patient. Take the time to educate yourself about the hospice benefit and what hospice can do for you and your family.
As we come back to the Brent Brown ballpark here in the bottom of the fifth, it's the Golden Eagles 14-4 over the Skyhawks, and Tyson Ellis stays in the ball game, trying to close out the Skyhawks right here.
Cooper Smith.
Due up here in the bottom of the fifth. The Skyhawks will have their 2, 3, and 4 hitters leading off with Cooper Smith.
Cooper Smith standing in, the center fielder tonight for Salem Hills against Tyson Ellis. Time called by Smith, he'll step out. Smith, Talon, and Hamblin. Cooper Smith is 0 for 2 on the night, a ground out, and then he reached on an error in his last at-bat and got down to second on a couple of throwing errors. That one misses away for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. He was at the plate when he hit a ground ball to Sam Moore, and Moore's throw went past Holmes, and then Holmes tried to throw down to second, and the ball got into left field there. The 1-0 pitch misses away, ball 2, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Salem Hills needs 1 run to keep this ball game going. If not, Maple Mountain's on to the state championship. Pulls the bunt back there. It's a called strike in on the inside corner, and it's 2-1 the count here on Cooper Smith. Tyson Ellis ready to go. The right-hander looks in, gets the sign from Jake Maffey, winds and delivers. That pitch misses low, ball 3. It's 3 balls and a strike. Ellis looking to go the distance, has only allowed 3 hits on the night, allowed more runs than hits, but I think at least 2 of the 3 are going to go down as unearned, as that one misses for a ball, and Cooper Smith's aboard here in the 5th.
And if you're the Skyhawks, you know that's what you're looking for. You're looking for base runners any way you can right now, as Cooper Smith draws the walk.
So we're going to have a visit out to the mound here by the Maple Mountain pitching coach, as they will go and have a quick word. Easton Talon coming to the plate is 2 for 2 on the night for Salem Hills. Just going over, making sure everybody's ready to go on the scouting report and things like that. As you might probably think, Maple Mountain will probably look to West Childs tomorrow against Spanish Fork. But the Golden Eagles still need at least 3 outs before celebrating going to the state championship. Easton Talon stands in, ready to go, and the first pitch to Talon is away for a fastball, and it's 1 ball and no strikes.
So Talon today is actually 2 for 2 for the Skyhawks with 2 singles.
Ellis from the stretch comes in. That's a fastball grounded hard through the right side for the base hit. Wickson over to cut it off. Cooper Smith's going to third. The throw is going to be cut off by Hamilton, and Salem Hills has something going here in the 5th. Easton Talon make him 3 for 3, as Tanner Hamlin, the right fielder, comes to the plate. The Skyhawks scored 3 in the third and 1 in the fourth, looking now to try to chip into this lead here in the fifth. Some action will get loose down in the Maple Mountain bullpen. Colin Reed, the right-hander, will get loose. Maple Mountain here would probably take the double play and let Salem Hills bring that run home from third. Hamlin stands in from the right side. And the pitch comes in. That one swung on, fouled straight back. No balls and a strike. On deck, it's going to be Colton Lundell for the Skyhawks of Salem Hills. Looking to try to finish this one out is Tyson Ellis. No balls and a strike to count. Ellis working from the stretch. Gets ready, gets set, and steps, turns, throws over to first. Now, a lefty getting loose down there. I believe that might be the left-hander Quinn Green getting loose down in the Maple Mountain pen. No balls and a strike to count. The pitch on its way. Lundell grounds out one to second. Hamilton bobbles the baseball. They're going to get one out at second base. But coming in to score is Cooper Smith, and the Skyhawks will stay alive to play another inning. So with one out, Colton Lundell will come to the plate. Lundell 0 for 2, flew out to center and flew out to left in his 2 previous at-bats tonight. Tyson Ellis set, looks and delivers home. The first pitch in there at the knees for a called strike, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, but as Salem Hills gets that run across, as Smith comes across to score, we'll definitely be playing another inning of baseball right here as they've cut it down to 9 now.
No balls and a strike to count. The pitch comes in. Lundell swings through it, and it's 0-2 the count. In the 6th, Maple Mountain sends up Tyson Ellis, Cannon Minor, Colton Hamilton. Getting his lead over at first base is Hamlin, the right fielder. The 0-2 pitch coming home to Lundell. Swung on and fouled back behind home plate, and we'll do another 0-2 pitch. Maple Mountain in the gray, Salem Hills in the blue. Thank you for tuning in to us here on a Thursday night at the Utah State Baseball Tournament. The 0-2 pitch, breaking ball, swung on by Lundell, hit to left field, hammered but well foul. We'll do another 0-2 pitch. So Lundell staying in there, battling, finding ways to stay alive. (14-5) Maple Mountain as Quinn Green and Colin Reed get loose down in the Golden Eagle bullpen. Ellis ready to go with the 0-2 pitch.
Pretty good pitch right there, just misses. And apparently must have been a balk called as the runner goes to second. Would have to look at the replay, and maybe he didn't come to a complete set as they're going to have a conference at the mound. Didn't see anything there. Maybe just a continuation in his wind-up and release, called balk, and so that puts Hamlin down at second base.
So it'll be a 1-2 count now on Colton Lundell. Tyson Ellis, the right-hander, looking to try to get the second out here of the inning. Ellis ready to go. The right-hander will take a step off the mound here, and I think Maple Mountain, I think, was checking on the count, making sure it was correct. And here we go, we're ready to go. Ellis set on the mound, looks in, Gets the sign from Jake Maffey. Time call by Lundell here. Cade Polson is short, playing behind the runner here. Hamblin can get a pretty good lead. The pitch on its way. That one blocked in the dirt there by Maffey. And the count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. One away, bottom of the 5th inning.
Good job there by Maffey to keep the ball in front as Hamblin holds at second base.
One ball and 2 strikes to count. Ellis ready to go. Takes a look out at second. Comes home. Lundell hits this one hard, but it's going to hit it right at Jaron Hall in center field. Hamblin gets back on the bag. Acts like he's going to tag. He'll hold. And there's 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Hard hit off the bat, but just right at Jaron Hall as you see him let the outfield know, hey, 2 down. And here's Jesse Rowley. Rowley with a walk and a fly out on the day. Had a great game against Spanish Fork. Had 3 hits in that ball game. Tyson Ellis, the right-hander, going back to work. Looking for out number 3 and getting out of the 5th inning. First pitch is right there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Tyson Ellis willing to here, taking his time here in the 5th inning. No balls and a strike as the count up begins. 0-1 pitch, swung on. That one's lined out in the right center field. Hall's going to make a diving attempt. He didn't get there. It kicks over to Wickson. Rowley's going for 2. Here's the throw, and it's not in time. The throw was going to have to be perfect, and it was good. Mitch Holmes talking to the base umpire again. He'll make his way back over to first base. As Wickson did put a good throw on it, but Rowley just has a little too much speed to beat it out now as Centeno is going to come into the box here.
Entering the game, number 24, Lakota Centeno.
Centeno will move back into his regular, I want to say the DH spot, but they terminated.
Well, technically that should be terminated, I believe.
See, that's what I thought too, since they brought him out of the game as the pitcher, but.
Right, so I didn't think you actually could come back in, and I'm sure they'll have that question, but that's the spot he's in, is back in his original spot as the DH.
First pitch on his way. Centeno swings, grounds that one off Hamilton. Centeno trying to beat it out. The throws in time. They get him. Gotta credit Centeno. He made a full-out dive for the bag, but Colton Hamilton's throw beat him. And that ends the 5th inning here at Brent Brown Ballpark in Orem as Colton Hamilton flashes the glove. When we come back, he'll be up third, and he'll look to see if he can get something done with the bat here on Spanish Fork 17, KSL.com, and DeseretNews.com.
You'd better head to the dugout, quick. This isn't just fast food, it's good fast food. Our fresh salad bar will please your appetite for a healthy and quick meal. Fresh fruit, fresh toppings, fresh hot pizza, or home-styled sandwiches. Take it back to work with you, or eat it right there. For lunch or dinner, the dugout, it's a home run. The dugout, next to the ballpark in Spanish Fork.
Hey, do you know someone who needs cheering up? This design is a cheerful arrangement of hot pink carnations, lime green spider mums, pink alstroemeria, and purple accent flowers with a mixed green base. This is a cheerful arrangement for any occasion. This design is a topiary of alstroemeria in orange and yellow with cute Gerbera daisies and a mixed green base.
Carrie's Designs Floral is located at 245 South Main in Spanish Fork.
As we come back here to start the top of the 6, looks like we have a new pitcher for the Skyhawks, number 5.
Caden Stewart, number 5, comes in the ballgame for the Skyhawks of Salem Hills. As Caden Stewart comes in, number 5, he'll take over and he'll face Tyson Ellis, Cannon Minor, and Colton Hamilton for Maple Mountain. The Golden Eagles had an opportunity in that bottom of the 5th inning to close this one out, but we'll continue to play baseball. Caden Stewart delivers a fastball in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Ellis has struck out, walked, and then had a sacrifice bunt in his last at-bat. The 0-1 pitch misses away for a ball, and it evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Stewart kicks, that one comes up and tight. Turning out of the way of it there was Ellis, and the count moves to 2-1. Stewart quickly ready to go. The 2-1 pitch, Ellis swings through it, and the count evens up now at 2-2. So Stewart brings a high leg kick and kind of a swing back front forward motion. That one swung on by Ellis and looped to second. Right there to make the play is Bennett for the first out of the 6th inning. And with 1 out, that brings up Cannon Minor. Minor with an RBI single in the 4th, reached on an error on a ball that was kind of a tough error to take if you're Cooper Smith, but nonetheless, that's how they decided to score it, so it is an error, and then he also had a strikeout earlier on in the game. Reaches there and fouls that one down the line, 0-1. Maple Mountain 6 defensive outs away from heading to the state championship. The 0-1 pitch, the wind and the delivery, that one comes inside for a ball, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Quinn Green, number 12, the left-hander. Cade Polson, the right-hander, getting loose. That one misses away for a ball, and it's 2 balls and a strike. So a couple of options for Gary Minor and the Golden Eagles when we begin that bottom of the 6th inning. As the pitch comes in, that one misses off the plate for a ball, and it's 3-1. You don't have a lefty coming up until you get to Talon and Hamlin, 3 and 4. They wouldn't be scheduled to the 7th. That one high, ball 4, and Cannon Minor's aboard with a 1-out walk. So that's going to go to the top of the lineup, bring up Colton Hamilton. Hamilton's walked, been hit by a pitch twice, and struck out. Hamilton, though, has come around to score 3 times tonight for Maple Mountain. And the first pitch is in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Hamilton scored 3 times, Polson 3 times, Hall twice, Moore twice, Peyton Pond once. The pitch comes in, and that one's in there for a called strike.
Right at the belt for a called strike. 2-strike count now.
So 0-2 coming to Colton Hamilton, and Cannon Minor has also scored twice tonight. He's running over at first base as Stewart will take a step off the mound. Coach Gary Minor right now at third base coaching box giving instructions to his team. As Minor takes off for second, here's the throw. It's going to get off into center field. Minor's going to get up and he'll head for third, and he'll be there standing up. So the E2 there will put the runner on third here with 1 out. So now Colton Hamilton in an RBI opportunity. Salem Hills will bring the infield back here. And now they're going to move everybody up. As they get the sign here, and they have a chance to cut the run down. They do. That gets the backstop. It comes way too hard, though. And Minor quickly having to turn around and go back to third as that ball literally bounced off the mat and came pretty much right back out to home plate.
Yeah, that hit hard and right back to Callister right at the plate. So no chance at home for Cannon Minor.
Be a pretty cool design play if you could pull it off right. The 2-2 pitch, the kick and the delivery comes, and that one misses outside ball 3, and the count runs full on Colton Hamilton. Cade Polson has left the bullpen. He's in the on-deck circle. 3 balls and 2 strikes to count. 1 away, top of the 6th inning. Caden Stewart kicks and comes home. The breaking ball, misses ball 4 for the second time tonight. Colton Hamilton walks, the second walk that Stewart has allowed tonight.
The shortstop, number 20,
And that is the, if I count that right, that's the 10th walk Salem Hills has given up tonight as Cade Polston comes to the plate. And that doesn't include hit by pitches as well, that, there's another probably 4 in there. So that's 14 or 15 free passes that you've given Maple Mountain tonight.
Yeah, and that's just way too many.
Here's Cade Polston, first pitch, misses away with the fastball, 1 ball and no strikes to count. Caden Stewart working from the stretch. Runners get their lead. And the pitch comes in. Polston takes that one outside. It's 2 balls and no strikes. I don't know if it's an idea where Salem Hills is having a hard time just throwing strikes tonight, or if it's the coolness of the night, can't keep your arm warm. That one high, almost to the backstop, but Callister gets up and blocks it, and it's 3-0. Cannon Minor at third base. Colton Hamilton over at first. Minor, if something gets past the catcher, Minor could probably score. The 3-0 pitch, high ball 4, and another walk allowed here in the 6th. And Stewart has walked the bases loaded, and now we bring up Jaron Hall. Hall back in the 3rd inning, hit a 3-run homer. He's got 5 RBIs on the night, 6, 7, and 8 sitting potentially on the base paths here.
And I don't want to jinx him, but he is 4 for 4.
So an all-around
night for Jaron.
You could say that nice defensive diving catch just to top it off is the first pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Salem Hills bringing that infield in. They're going to try to cut down the run at the plate. They now have the force as Hall swings, lines that one down the right field line, but that's going to hook foul, and it's 0-2. Hall was seeing RBI 6 and 7 on that one there. One ball and 1 strike to count. Stewart, the right-hander, looking in, gets the sign. Will kick and come home. Breaking ball stays high, ball 2, and it's 2 balls and a strike here. No place to put him after Stewart's come in and he's walked the bases loaded. The 2-1 pitch. That one swung on, hit well to center field. Right at Cooper Smith, though. He'll make the play. Tagging and coming in to score will be Cannon Minor, and it's 15-6 Maple Mountain here in the 6th. So now with 2 down, Jake Maffey will come to the plate. Maffey has 2 singles and then 2 walks on the night. But he's one of the, I think, only 2 Eagles that haven't come around to score a run tonight. And the first pitch on the outside corner for a called strike on. Maffey hasn't scored. Holmes hasn't scored. Wickson hasn't scored. 0-1 pitch. Stewart comes in. Breaking ball right on the outside corner. But this one
just misses.
And it's 1-1. Ready to go, checks the runner at second. Stewart kicks and delivers. High with the fastball. It's 2 balls and a strike to count now on Jake Maffey. Mitch Holmes on deck, would love to get an opportunity to come up with a hit here in the 6th. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball swung on, hit out to right field. Coming in is Hamblin, he is there, he'll make the catch, and the 6th inning comes to an end. Maple Mountain does get one though on a sacrifice fly from Jaron Hall. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning here at Brent Brown Ballpark. Maple Mountain 15, Salem Hills 6. You're watching the 2015 Class 4A State Baseball Tournament on Spanish Fork 17, KSL.com, and DeseretNews.com.
Nutrient formulation, or MMF, is a unique proprietary blend of important antioxidant micronutrients and key minerals to conform to the CQF format. Basically what that means is we have uniquely combined endogenous antioxidants, the kind that the body makes, with dietary antioxidants, those that you get from the diet, and importantly, glutathione elevating agents. Glutathione is your body's most important internal antioxidant. What we've been able to do is combine these in the right dose, the right ratio, the right isoform, and with the proper dose schedule to give you the best biologically available and best biologically effective product. And that's why we get the excellent results that we get with MMF.
So as we get ready to come back to action here in the bottom of the sixth, again, we want to thank Spanish Fork 17 for bringing you the coverage of tonight's high school baseball. And again, at the conclusion of this ball game, we will choose an MVP player of the game. Again, we want to thank MVP Sports for sponsoring our MVP player of the game, which we will choose at the conclusion of tonight's ball game. Again, Tyson Ellis stays on the mound for the Golden Eagles as we head to the bottom of the sixth.
Bottom of the sixth inning, it'll be Jacob War, Tyler Bennett, and Sam Callister coming up 8, 9, and 1. And the first pitch is on the outside corner for a called strike to War. It's 0-1. War has struck out tonight, had a sacrifice bunt back in his last at bat in the one-run fourth inning for Salem Hills. Ellis getting set, ready to go on the mound. The 0-1 pitch, the delivery on its way, swung on, grounded to Colton Hamilton. He'll get there, field it cleanly. His throw to first in time for the first out of the sixth inning. So with one away, Ty Bennett comes to the plate.
Bennett tonight has got on and scored. He walked in back in the third, and in the fourth, he grounded out. So he's out for 1 with 1 walk.
Tyson Ellis ready to go to work again. Maple Mountain 5 outs away from the state championship game. Delivery, breaking ball right there for a called strike, and it's 0-1.
And I think anything close right here, I think you're going to see some strikes. They want to get this game going and get it over with probably as much as we do.
No balls and a strike the count. The kick and the delivery on its way. That one low and away. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Colin Reed still throwing down in the Maple Mountain bullpen, keeping that arm ready in case things get a little interesting here in the late innings. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Ready to go. The kick and the delivery from Ellis. Breaking ball out in front of home plate. It's ball 2, and it's 2 balls and a strike to count here on Bennett. Cade Polson kind of going out to that step back on the outfield grass. 2 balls and a strike to count as time called. This infield plays a little bit faster. Talked to some of the UVU baseball players here during their home season and asked them about the infield, and they said, well, it plays a little bit quicker. So oftentimes UVU shortstop Grayson Bogdan will play a step or 2 back there on that outfield grass. 2-1 pitch. That one swung on, hit out to right field, right at Andrew Wickson, who ranges back and makes the play for the second out of the inning. So with 2 down, Sam Callister comes to the plate. Callister 0 for 3 officially, actually, now that I think of it. Reached on an error, though, back in the third. Callister had a successful first game against Spanish Fork, having a couple of hits, getting on base. The difference in the ball game here has just been that big 7 or 6 run fourth inning for Maple Mountain that really broke this one open. First pitch misses high, 1 ball and no strikes to count. Ready to go on the mound, Tyson Ellis kicks and comes home. That pitch right at the knees for a ball, and it's 2 balls and no strikes.
Just misses, probably just a hair inside.
I'm sorry, I guess I was, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch, that one swung on, grounded right to Cade Polson. He's there with it, his throw across the diamond, a little high, the swipe tag, and they got him.
Throw was a little high, but he was able to come down and swipe him on the backside on the tag as they're able to get the out.
So we'll see there on the car, guys. It's a replay. Cade Polson does a nice job. Mitch Holmes applies the tag as Holmes will come up, as that was a very close play at first. Holmes will lead off after the break here on Spanish Fork 17.
My name is Karma Karsten, the owner of Maple Creek Home Health and Hospice. I've been a nurse for over 30 years and provided hospice care to patients and their families in Utah County as well as Salt Lake County.
I'm Loretta Williams, and this is my mother. If it wasn't for Karma, I don't know where we'd be.
Anyone that comes my way, I've already told them they should see Karma.
If you or a loved one are facing a terminal illness, give us a call or visit our website.
Here at Drockton & Bullion & Coin, we are here for all of your gold and silver needs. We sell silver rounds, highest quality, highest purity, and you don't have to worry about whether they're certified because they are. We also sell collectible gold coins, gold bullion, Morgan silver dollars, our specialty silver rounds like this baseball. Everything you can think about is available through Drockton Bullion & Coin right here in Spanish Fork.
So as we come back to action here to close this out here in the top of the 7th, leading it off for the Golden Eagles will be the first baseman, number 23, Mitch Holmes.
Holmes is 0 for 4 on the night with a couple of 3 ground outs and a pop-up, so he's looking to try to end the night positive. He's the only, well, no, that's not right. I was going to say he's the only Golden Eagle without a hit, but teammate Tyson Ellis is the other Golden Eagle, and Cannon Minor. Those 3 don't have hits. So here's Tanner Hamlin now on the mound. Mason Bigler goes to right field as the first pitch is in there for a called strike to Holmes. No balls and 1 strike to count. As we're in the top of the 7th inning, and the pitch comes in, Holmes fouls it straight back. Salem Hills will have 3 outs left on their season when they come up in the bottom of the 7th inning. Maple Mountain will be looking to finish this one off and get ready to play tomorrow afternoon at 1:30. The 0-2 pitch. That one swung on, grounded to second base. Fielded cleanly by Bennett. His throw to first is in time for the first out here of the 7th inning. So with 1 down, Andrew Wickson will come to the plate. Wickson with a single, a couple of ground outs. His last at bat, he walked back in the 5th inning. Wickson will stand in there as Maple Mountain wearing the road pinstripe uniforms tonight. Hamlin kicks and comes home. Breaking ball is in there for a called strike, 0-1. Not that the game's over. Skyhawks would need 9 though in the bottom of the 7th inning. That one bounces in for a ball, and they're going to say that hit Wickson. And so he'll take first base. And here comes Sam Moore. Moore grounded into a double play, singled, hit by a pitch, and flew out to right to end the 5-run 5th inning for Maple Mountain. Pitch on its way. Moore lines that one to right field. That's going to fall and take a roll. Bigler over to cut it off, going down to third base. And it's going to be there standing is Wickson and Maple Mountain with runners on the corners here in the 7th. Second hit of the night for Moore, and that brings up Tyson Ellis. There's the throw, came in. No one was covering first. Sam Moore got halfway between first and second, and then Salem Hill started pointing, and they looked him back to the bag. Heads up base running though there by Sam Moore, as I think we're gonna have a pinch hitter here for Tyson.
We're gonna have somebody coming as Coach Minor goes and looks like he's gonna make a change.
Connor Ellis is gonna come in to pinch hit.
Connor Ellis.
So Connor Ellis will pitch hit here with runners on the corners, and his first pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1. That's got to be hard after being on that bench here on a cold night like tonight, just to step right in and hit, but the senior getting an opportunity to hit here in the state tournament. 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed as Sam Moore takes second base uncontested. And now an RBI opportunity for Connor Ellis with 1 down. Maple Mountain looking to add a couple here and increase that lead. Breaking ball, called strike 3, and Connor Ellis just kind of stood there and went, okay. With 2 down, now bring up Cannon Minor. Is that breaking ball? It might have been off the plate looking at that Car Guys instant replay, but nonetheless, our home plate umpire has a lot better view than I have, so that's low for a ball, 1-0. 15-6, Maple Mountain on top. That one bounced in the dirt. Good block there by Callister, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Running on at second and third is Sam Moore and Andrew Wickson. On its way, that one swung on and fouled away by Minor, and it's 0-2. Minor has the RBI single in the third. Or the fourth. He came around to score 3 times, reached on an error, and also walked on the night. He's a staple in that number 9 spot. The 2-1 pitch, low ball 3, and the count moves to 3-1. And Hamlin in danger of loading the bases here with 2 outs for the top of the lineup and Colton Hamilton. Pitch on its way, low ball 4, and Minor will take a walk the second time he's walked tonight. The other 3 times he's been on the base paths he's scored, as Colton Hamilton will come to the plate, who's been hit by a pitch twice and walked twice tonight.
Number 8, Colton Hamilton.
Yeah, you start looking at the bottom lineup and even the top few, everyone's contributed well as Colton Hamilton comes to the plate.
Ground ball right to first. Taking it will be Lundell to the bag, and the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles will strand the bases loaded. But now it's time for the Salem Hill Skyhawks. Skyhawks will need 9 after the break to tie, and they will need 10 to keep their season alive. We'll see how the Skyhawks will fare. Coming up, Cooper Smith, Easton Talon, and Tanner Hamlin due up in the bottom of the 7th here on Spanish Fork 17.
Life, Medicare, and health insurance can certainly be a confusing mess. At the Health Insurance Center, we will help you understand your options and provide for you the highest quality plans available, along with some of the lowest rates in the state. We want to create long-lasting relationships, so you will always know the best options for your changing health care needs. Contact John at 801-400-6473 or visit our website for more information.
Great news! That same Doug Smith experience you've known in American Fork is also now just down the road in Spanish Fork with a great new brand, Chevrolet, plus Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Doug Smith for the best car buying experience ever.
Hey, Doug.
As we get ready to come back to action again, Salem Hill's down to their last 3 outs here as we go to the bottom of the 7th. They've got a lot of ground to make up as they're behind 15-6 and getting ready to lead it off for the Skyhawks here in the bottom of the 7th will be the center fielder, number 15, Cooper Smith.
Cooper Smith has come in to score twice, walked, reached on an error, and then grounded out way back in the first inning. As trying to get the music turned off here at Brent Brown Ballpark as our home plate umpire. Some umpires have let them kind of play through it a little bit, but tonight not so much.
Well, Smith asked for it to make sure it was off before he stepped into the box, and here we go. Well, now he calls time again. Going to try and reset one more time. Get ready to step into the box now, and we'll get ready to get under play.
Tyson Ellis' first pitch, a breaking ball that gets in there for a called strike, and he's had that breaking ball going all night long tonight, and it's 0-1 on Cooper Smith. Reed and Quinn Green getting loose in the pen if needed. No balls and a strike to count. And the kick and the delivery on its way, and that's low and outside for a ball, and the count moves to 1 ball and 1 strike. Skyhawks will need 7 to keep their season alive as they came into tonight needing to lose twice in order for their season to come to an end, and they Spanish Fork rallied late on them as that one low and away for a ball, and it's 2 balls and a strike, and then Maple Mountain just got the bats going, and Maple Mountain, I don't know if I'm Spanish Fork.
I'd be a little concerned actually going in looking at possibly tomorrow. Maple Mountain's really been on a tear lately.
Pitch on its way, swung on and popped up. This is on the infield. Maffey going to give it a look in foul territory. Maffey gets there and makes the catch for the first out of the 7th inning. So 2 outs away from an all Spanish Fork final tomorrow. And now it's going to bring up Easton Talon. Talon is 3 for 3. The bright spot today, I would say, for the Salem Hills Skyhawks, as he pitched pretty well in that first game. And unfortunately, that late rally, though, did the Skyhawks in. 3 for 3 in tonight's ball game against Tyson Ellis. Ellis has gone the distance for Maple Mountain as the first pitch swung on and grounded foul down the right field line. It'll be an 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to count. The right-hander Tyson Ellis ready to go on the mound. Looks in to Jake Maffey, gets the sign, the kick, and the delivery. Breaking ball right on the inside corner for a called strike. And it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes here on Easton Talon. Kicks, comes home, and that one, this is low and away for a ball, and it's 1-2 now on Talon. Tyson Ellis, 6 runs allowed tonight. Not all of those are going to be earned, of course, because of the 3 runs that came in on those errors back in the third. But he'll probably end up with about 3 earned, actually, as that one swung on and fouled away. I want to say probably 3 earned, somewhere around there, as it's 1-2 on Talon. Ellis ready to go on the mound. Looks in, gets the sign from Jake Maffey, kicks and delivers. And that one just off the plate for a ball. And the count moves to 2-2. The Maple Mountain faithful there wanted that one.
Yeah, they wanted that call right there.
And the count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tyson Ellis kicks and delivers the 2-2 breaking ball. Outside ball 3, and the count goes full here on Easton Talon.
And if you're Ellis, you don't want to lose him right here. You work so hard throughout the night. You want to go in and throw a strike right here. Make him earn his way on.
Ellis set, ready to go. The 3-2 pitch. He winds, kicks, comes home. That one swung on, fouled away, and we'll do another 3-2 pitch. It gets down to the bullpen where Colin Reed and Quinn Green have been warming up for probably the last 2 innings at least for Maple Mountain. Keeping those arms loose in case Ellis begins to struggle. The 3-2 pitch. Called strike 3.
Right there on the inside corner, and home plate umpire goes ahead and rings him up right there as you watch the pitch and the replay. You couldn't see where Maffey was standing, but it was right there on the inside and able to ring him up. That brings up 2 outs.
2 outs. Tanner Hamblin comes into the plate. The first pitch to Hamblin is high and away for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Maple Mountain faithful on their feet above the Maple Mountain dugout on the third base side. They're feeling state championship tomorrow coming up as that one swung on and fouled away. As you can see them there all standing as they're going to get crosstown rival Spanish Fork, and it's great to be playing for a state title, but the idea too to play your crosstown rival probably makes it even better.
Yep.
1-1 pitch. Ellis kicks, comes home. That pitch low for ball 2, and it's 2 balls and a strike.
So either way you look at it tomorrow, you know there's going to be a celebration in Spanish Fork, Mapleton. Someone's going to come away with a championship tomorrow.
The 2-1 pitch on its way, breaking ball, and way out in front was Hamlin, and he fouls it away. And Salem Hills is down to their final strike. Maple Mountain on the top step of the dugout. They're ready to come pouring out here if this is the final out of the ball game. Fans are ready to go nuts. Is Maple Mountain going to the state championship? That one's away, ball 3. We'll have to wait another pitch. Tyson Ellis ready to go. 3 balls and 2 strikes to count. Ellis kicks and delivers home the 3-2. Swung on, and that one's fouled away down the line. We'll have another 3-2 pitch. Tanner Hambling is making the Maple Mountain faithful wait. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and popped up. This should do it. Colton Hamilton is there, and Maple Mountain's going to the state championship.
So here in the 7th, Salem comes up. 3 up, 3 down, no hits, no runs, no errors. And it looks like our final will be 15-6. Ellis is going to go ahead and get the win in tonight's ball game. And we'll take a quick break and we'll come back and do a recap and set you up for tomorrow's state championship right here on Spanish Fork 17. We'll be back right after these messages.